are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Waterdeep Dragon Heist. This is a full party episode, so we got everybody present. Last time we did a special solo episode with Tzar, and he got into some crazy shit. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to start off this episode just by, our party was left off in the middle of this this hellhole that is known as Kevan's Kobolds. Kevan's Kobolds have kind of given a run for their money just in the first 50 feet of the dungeon. So they are about to take a short rest, and then we're going to cut back to see what the fate of Tzar was once we get the right opportunity. So with that being said, you guys are in this this area here, and I'm pretty sure all that you can see is that there's the beautiful cow that Mako cast as a silent image off to your left. That's sort of blocking the passageway there. You should see that it's illuminated by that torch you guys have, so everybody should be able to see. And you should be able to see that there are a couple of different crates and supplies. You guys can feel free to spend the next hour to try to do various activities. So let me know, what is everybody doing during their short rest if you want to do various things.
I'm gonna be plucking like sturge quills out of my arm and trying to like sew my wounds together as best I can. I'm saying far away from anything that might be a mimic, like all of these crates and chests and boxes and stuff. I'm just sitting in the middle of the room.
Okay, so you just want to sit there and hope for the best in the middle of the room?
You say hope for the best. I'm actively trying to repair
You're actively
my damaged body.
sitting in the middle of the room. Okay, I gotcha. Anybody else doing anything more proactive with their short rest?
I know I tossed some weapons into the pit, trying to kill that mimic, and I want to retrieve those.
Do you want to go with Mako as he goes to the pit to try to extract some of the candy cane spikes?
I would love for Mako to support me because I'm pretty hurting.
All right, we'll start off there with you two, and then it's going to be Rainier's going to be turns to Hurk, and when he sees you guys walking away, he says, "Heck, I think we should probably set up a perimeter of some sort. I don't think it's quite safe here in the dungeon. I don't suppose you are wanting to check any of those crates to see if they're mimics, do you? I can always lend a helping hand if you're a little bit roughed up, looks like."
Rainier, you have a rapier. You can check them yourselves. Just keep it distant. Don't use your physical contact with skin-to-skin contact. That's how they get you, okay? Go ahead and poke it if you want, if you must, but I'm good right here.
Sounds rather intimate with the skin-to-skin contact.
Keep it in your pants, buddy.
So Rainier,
we just met. We're not that close yet.
So I'm going to say that, Mako's over here. He's not by that. Also, Tzar is not here. I was just letting Scott be able to view the action here. Scott, if I just kind of stick you off to the side like this, then you can still see what's going on at least, right?
Yeah, it looks a little awkward on the stream, I guess, for people being like, "Why is that guy just staring at me?"
Right. I wonder if I can.
Can you just delete me or something? Or I could just watch it on. I could just watch it on Video Ninja, honestly.
Okay. Sure. Okay.
Yeah, just so it's easier for you to edit.
Thank you. All right, as long as you can kind of see what's going on. You don't really need to be here until you're actually here, right? But I do want you to be able to at least follow along what's going on. So Rainier starts cautiously. It looks like he's done this hundreds of times. He has just kind of like a quick poke that he does with his rapier, and he starts poking around, pokes all the boxes around here. It seems that there's a lot of this seems like a CBS, kind of like a supply area for the beginning of the dungeon, so to speak. And as he does that, this crate right here gives a little rattle as he hits it with his rapier. But here's a nice solid thud as it seems to be a nice sturdily constructed crate. Goes around and does that with several of these crates. And I'll let you know what he finds in those crates in a second if you guys want to check those out. Hurk, you can let me know if you want to do that. And we'll cut over to Mako and Bigfoot.
All right. So who's leading the way here? Because I can't see very well.
I'll lead the way.
Mako has a torch.
Come, friend, let us go retrieve your weapons.
Hell yes. Lead the way, my moist friend.
Ha 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 ha! You know it. Oh, so this is the pits. Okay. Well, here. How about you go down there, my big brave friend, and retrieve the items? Ha ha ha! Here, I'll even give you some help, and I cast guidance on Bigfoot.
For
Oh,
what?
thank God.
Just for anything in the next minute, right?
Yeah, just in case anything happens in the next
Okay.
minute
Sure.
as he tries to retrieve these things. So
All right.
That requires touch, right? So you give him you reach way up
yeah,
on
I
his
touch
giant
him.
frame.
Yeah,
Where do
I
you
touch
him?
like his hand or something.
Okay.
Like his,
I was like, you just touch that, like
arm.
his ass is up by your face, so I'm
no,
just
no,
saying.
no. Yeah, I'm
all right,
touching his
just-
arm.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right, so I guess I'm gonna like lower myself down into this pit.
I'm in the pit. We're in the pit. Isn't there like a pit song from like Parks and Rec? I assume that you're whistling that. All right,
Sure.
so
Can you grab one of those
yep,
candy
you can go ahead
canes?
and go down to the bottom of the pit there.
Cool.
Doesn't really require any kind of check. It's just a 10-foot pit, so if you carefully go down, you should be
Cool,
able
cool.
to do so without any issue.
Nice.
You're like 8 feet tall, so essentially if you just kind of go down, drop by like 2 feet, you are there.
Yeah. Nice. So yeah, I'm
As you
kind of
look around,
Sorry, go ahead.
as you look around, you see that there's like I said, several of these like candy cane looking, white and red striped spikes that have been fashioned into like a little pierce, and it looks like they all are kind of wet with slick with some kind of substance. And then you notice too that there's also like a small hole over here that looks like perhaps like a kobold could fit through. Mako, what are you doing as he's descending down into this? You're staying up there?
Yeah, I'm staying up there right now. I'm holding the torch kind of over like the pit, so that way Bigfoot can see like around the pit. You know what I mean? So that way he's
Okay.
not blind. And I'm like basically like trying to look around right now, keep an eye open for anything
Yeah,
suspicious.
give me an investigation check while he's down there. What are you looking for specifically? Just dangerous things?
Yeah, danger essentially. Make sure there's no danger nearby.
I'm in danger.
I rolled a 9.
Don't you give guidance to yourself? Or no, you gave it to
No,
him,
I
right?
gave it to him. Yeah.
Bigfoot, do you want to take a look around?
I sure do.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Yep. Got
So you definitely noticed that hole over there. Okay,
Yep, and now you can have 1d4.
right.
In addition to my 12 there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll always allow either you or Mako just for the speed of things if you guys want to. Either one can do it.
Sweet.
Nice.
All
Okay, you
right.
get 16. All right, so what you notice is that you definitely notice there's that hole. It looks like it's about the size of that like a small kobold may be able to fit through. And actually, now that you see that, you look up to the top. You can see from just kind of go on your tiptoes with your big feet. You can see over the edge of the enough clearance over the edge of the. Let's make sure I'm on the right layer. These. You notice that there seem to be a lot of like holes in the wall that are similar in size to this. And as you look around, you also notice that there's some over here, and then you notice that like all along this whole wall here, there's holes everywhere. There's some that are at knee height and some that are at more like hip height, and they vary in location. But it looks to be like a labyrinthine sort of tunnels that are most likely used by the kobolds to quickly traverse between rooms that only a kobold could fit through. I mean, you could stick your arm in there if you want to take the risk, but they seem to have these little tunnels set up everywhere.
Okay.
And right now you can only see the one that's there, right? But there's a bunch of them. They've always been there. It's just I didn't realize you guys couldn't see it. But yeah, as you do that too, you see that perhaps like if you were to give a good tug on there, you might be able to dislodge some of those spikes. If Mako wants to get some of those, you could always do that. If he's not interested, no big deal.
Yeah, I would be very interested if you grab those spikes.
Okay, go ahead.
How
and
many
roleplay it.
you can grab? We're gonna need them.
Okay. Well, first things first, I'm gonna get my my hand axe and my javelin.
You do so.
All right, so that's all good. And then, how many of these spikes do you reckon I could carry?
I reckon that you're gonna need a survival check to see if you can fashion anything out of them for like if you're trying to use them for like weapons or something like that. Also, just to handle them, they are tipped in poison.
Hey, Bigfoot, can you give me your hand for a second?
Sure. I'm gonna reach my.
I go and touch him and cast guidance on him again. Just in case, just in case, my friend. Haha.
Much appreciated. Well, I'm gonna my friend, what are we trying to do with these?
Cade, when you cast guidance, can you just roll it every time, and then we'll just know what the number is for the future? So you say, I cast guidance, roll the D4, and then we'll know what it is for whenever they do their skill check.
Okay.
So we don't gotta make the player do extra rolls. You have a question, Ian?
Yeah, he was asking me what I'm gonna do with them.
Okay. Yeah, what Mako's intent is.
So, Bigfoot, this is what I'm thinking, right? We're in a pretty open area, right? And I feel like we've been kind of duped a little bit and like kind of trapped. So I want to make sure that we are safe. You see those holes over there? I'm gonna go and put some spikes around there and give some to our to Hurk, because he seems to be really good with just making use out of anything, really. So I figured maybe he could like make some good use out of some of these spikes.
Really good at stretching it. I did miss both of those attacks last time.
Okay, so you guys gonna try to harvest the spikes?
Okay. So we got how many holes we gotta fill here? Like 4 plus 2, 3 for Hurk.
Yeah.
Like 7 spikes.
Yeah, we'll try to see if we can pop like 7
Go ahead and give me a
spikes.
survival check. Sorry, I've been trying to pull up my notes on this iPad-esque thing, and it's not working, so I gotta switch to my laptop.
Survival. Nice.
19.
Plus what? 9 plus 1? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you managed to extract 5 ones that would be usable. Like, for example, only one of them is long enough to be able to use by you as some sort of like spear. It would have like a 1d6 roll as like a spear. Anything that's smaller than that is like unwieldy for you to use. And then there's 3 other ones. So I said like 5. I say 4 or 5.
You said 5.
5. Okay, so then there's 4 other ones that are smaller that you could probably use as a spear if you guys would like to collect those and add those to Mako's inventory, most likely, just because they're too small for you to use. Yeah, like Bigfoot has this thing where it's like if he tries to use a light weapon, then it's like unwieldy. It's like if it's not specifically made for his big hands, like a double-handed weapon, he has trouble. It's like disadvantage on his rolls to use it.
It's a 4 candy cane spears.
And I'll say that basically you have like 1 use of that as a spear with a poison tip to it. And then once you use that, it's expended and you don't get the poison bonus.
And then 5 candy cane spikes.
You add 4 candy cane spikes. 1 of them goes to Bigfoot. He takes the one that's the biggest one. There's only one of them that looks large enough for him to actually use without trying to handle a toothpick.
Cool. All right.
Thicker around.
Yes, this will do.
So you both have 1d6 spears that also do 1d4 poison. Or no, 1d6. 1d6 and 1d6. Sorry.
I go and I cast guidance on myself, and I go and try to create a little trap right here in case if something comes through.
You're making a trap where? Like right here?
Yeah, where this hole is.
What kind of trap?
Kind of like just like a spike trap. Essentially, I'm gonna like go and like.
Okay, give me a survival check, and then describe what you're trying to do.
Right, roll 1d4. Okay, so that is 11. All right. So what I'm trying to do, right, is I go and try to stick the spear into the ground and kind of like have it like pointed like towards like you know, straight up top, and I like try to like cover it with like the little bit of dirt around that there is, and I guess there isn't a lot, so maybe, you know, it's just like crappy job, or I don't know.
The walls are earthen walls that are, most of these are like stone and earth, and the lower portions especially are made out of mostly dirt. So there's plenty of dirt for you to manipulate if you do a good check. What'd you get at 8 + 3?
I got 11, yeah.
You managed to make some spikes, but they're not particularly difficult for anything other than maybe a small creature to avoid. But they are, you know, if the kobolds are like 2 feet tall, so should be enough for to trip them up. But probably someone who walks by that's a normal size would probably have no problem just like stepping over them. They're not exactly the most sturdy looking spikes, but they are defensive barriers nonetheless.
Yeah.
Someone were to run in those full speed, they'd probably take the full piercing damage plus the poison.
All right. So then I did it just for this one, and you said there's like some holes over here.
Yes, you'd have to
Similar
go.
things.
You'd have to wander around in this area to see what's over there.
I'll just.
You see that over here is it opens up slightly into a dark hallway, and you're not really sure what's past there. It seems to be some sort of gated thing right here, and then you're not really sure what's beyond that.
Yeah, I don't think I want to mess with that. What do you
Also-
think, Bigfoot? Bigfoot, what do you think? Do you think I should mess with the stuff over there? I'll be quite honest with you. I am very scared. Like, very, very scared right now. A little bit freaking out, but I'm trying, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get out of this pit, and I think we should like maybe just go to the end of the hall and see what we see, but not like adventure down there, you know?
Okay.
Just so you know, if you guys get wrapped up in anything, it will probably kick you out of your short rest. So
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I don't know if we want to mess with those ones specifically, but
So, I mean, I'll just ask you guys, you sure you want to go down this dark hallway by yourselves while the rest of the party's trying to short rest?
No.
yeah, I think we should head back.
Okay, sure. Alrighty. Also, just keep in mind too, it's like you can do simple things like Mako's good at building stuff out of wood and ships and stuff like that. So it's not very strenuous for him to do this stuff. For the most part, you're resting. So it's like, other than like checking the perimeter, you know, and just basically setting up little, you know, places for you guys drinking water and food and supplies and stuff like that. Any kind of strenuous thing would not really give you the benefits of a short rest. So, you know, if it's like you're doing too much where you're like, I'm going to collect everything in this whole dungeon and, you know, that goes foraging, it's like, that's going to be, you're not going to get rested from
Super
that.
strenuous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
So I go.
I'd say what you guys did with the spikes, that's probably maximum amount of strain that you can get with before you'd
Short
probably
rest.
not really feel rested. So
Okay.
all right, so as you come back, you find Hurk, and he seems to be Hurk. As you're sitting there, you know, you and Renair are both you know, just kind of sipping on some water and some of your rations and stuff like that, and just kind of trying to you know, Renair keeps on kind of just looking around and watching he's like kind of over by the perimeter, and as you whoops, why is it not selecting? So you know, he's just been kind of like pacing around here, just like casually walking around. He kind of looks up, sees that there's a ladder that leads up to like a kind of like a hatch, you know, that you can go through. He kind of looks up that and goes, all right, I wonder where we are. You know, like he's just mumbling to himself about things about, you know, where they're at, trying to figure out where they are. Without Tzar, you guys really don't know where you are, or where this would lead up to, if it leads to, you know, just another layer up, or this is a street side or what. But Rainier seems to think that, you know, that it's probably a good idea for you guys to just try to rest up here. And but what's weird is, as you're like watching him walk around and he's investigating, you know, over by here, there seems to be a gated little gateway here. You feel a little bit like a bit of a fever begin to creep on. Your forehead's a bit hot. You feel kind of like pain behind your eyes. You know, it's kind of like you know, like a twisting kind of behind your eyes as you notice that like maybe your dark vision isn't working as good as it used to. Kind of weird. Like as you note, like with your character, you should kind of see if you venture forth, your dark vision is maybe about half of what it was.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not feeling so great right now.
Hurk, are you all right? You seem a bit perturbed. Is it the mimics again? I assure you, there's no mimics.
No, it's fine. I saw you poke the boxes, and they didn't attack you, so yeah, I don't know, man. I think I might have picked something up when I was swimming around in the sewage. I don't feel so good.
You did take a rather nasty spill in the water there. Are you feeling all right? I mean,
no, I feel terrible.
Hold on a sec, and he like looks at you, and he's like, he kind of squints at you, and he's like, my God, your eyes are looking a bit cloudy. And he's like, how many fingers am I holding up? And he kind of does the test where he goes back and forth. And as he does that, there's a slight after image behind each one. He's like, oh my God, I think you have some sort of illness. I think I might have seen this before. And I'll leave it up to you. Do you want him to do the medicine check on you, or do you want to do your own medicine check?
I'll have him do some medicine check. I'm just gonna say, if you think I'm looking a little green, that's normal. That's just the way my skin is.
Right around this time, Mako and Bigfoot walk in from they seem to have returned from their little spike adventure.
Move the camera up.
Thank you. Perfect. Thank you, Scott. All right.
Yeah,
so
I don't know how to whisper to GM. I tried like 3 times and I gave up.
I did it twice and he didn't read it, so I just said it.
Yeah, thank you, Scott. Yeah, I appreciate that. No, it's just Whisper GM is on the bottom of your macros. It's just right on the little pop-up window. So
okay.
Rainier's about to do a medicine check. Is everybody cool with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Should I not be cool with it? Well, I feel like you're making me second guess why.
I don't know. I mean, you have a character that can cast guidance on it. I just was asking.
Yeah,
you
I'll
guys...
cast guidance. On him
okay,
if
cool.
That's allowed.
Yes, it is. It's always
I didn't know if that would be allowed or not.
Why wouldn't it be allowed? Yeah, that's why I told you you're just walking in. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we cast guidance.
Go ahead and cast guidance with the D4 again. So what do you say to Hurk as you walk up and touch him?
My friend, you do not look too well, but don't worry, I have something that might make you feel better. And like I'm touching Rainier though in the process though while doing it and kind of casting guidance. I'm like,
so you rolled a 2 and then okay. Oh yeah, I gotta roll the check.
Yeah, you gotta roll.
Rainier. Okay.
Yeah.
Or sorry, I guess you would have to do it on Rainier.
Yeah, you have to roll it. Yeah.
So Rainier says, would you be able to spare a hand? Perhaps you can help me. I do know a thing or two about illnesses, but this is more of a waterborne illness. Perhaps you would know, being a creature of the sea yourself. And so then he, I guess reaches out to you, and as long as he's touching you, it works, kind of thing.
Yeah, by touch.
Okay, so he kind of gives you a pat on the. Are you wearing armor right now, or are you kind of wearing like more?
No,
of a
I'm a
cloak?
naked fish man. I don't really have any armor. I just wear my natural armor.
Wait, you've been naked this whole time?
Yeah, dude, I don't have like any clothes. I don't wear armor.
Recontextualizes every interaction.
Yeah, really.
I'm a naked fish man.
Is that part of your culture? I thought you guys were civilized and you wear clothing.
We do, but my natural
not me.
My natural instinct is higher than me wearing clothes.
Because like literally every time that you would be interacting with somebody, to be questioning why you're naked this whole campaign. So I'm going to say that you've been wearing clothing, and you can take it off now for the short rest. You can like take off your shirt.
I mean, if we're going
I just for role playing, I need to know what you were like. So is he pat you on like? Are you wearing like a traveler's cloak?
I have the armor on, right? Like, let's say like I have like a cloak or something, right? But like I don't to like cover myself, right? But like,
and like doesn't your
my
character
natural scales?
But like, aren't you also technically like, yeah, you get the natural armor? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's my natural armor. My natural armor is higher than like any like leather armor or anything. So that I just use my natural armor.
It's not Leviathan's will. It's natural armor, right? Okay.
Yeah, it's natural.
Gotcha. You have tough scaly skin.
Yeah, I have tough scaly skin.
It's so weird though.
Gotcha.
It's so weird though. Like yeah, you got good natural armor. You don't need to wear clothes or anything. Or like
yeah, no, I don't.
But you're still naked.
Yeah, I'm still kind of naked. Yeah.
Well, it matters from role playing standpoint if you're outside your cultural norms and stuff like that. So, okay, so he pats you on the shoulder, which is not a naked shoulder unless you want it to be during the short
No,
rest.
it's not naked shoulder.
And as he does that, he puts a hand on your nice moist shoulder there and does
so
a check.
moist.
It's not weird because it's not like
This is why he doesn't wear clothes, because he's just constantly moist.
yeah.
So moist
Exactly,
and
yeah. It
nude.
just gets soaked all the time, man. It's very uncomfortable.
So what did you
Yeah.
get? A 2? So 8, 10
A
plus 2.
12. Yep.
Okay, so with the 12, he's like, I've heard of this. This is some sort of, they call it the blinding sickness. It's, I don't think it's fatal, but I from what I remember in my adventuring days, you should really get this taken care of because it does lead to blindness.
Is it treatable? What do I need?
Well, if you know some sort of cleric or paladin who could possibly cure you of a disease, but you're not much of a, you're not technically, I mean, you're telling me you're not a full-on paladin yet, eh? So, who knows? Perhaps if you serve some god, you can pray to him. Maybe he'll answer your prayers.
You're just an never-ending bundle of joy, aren't you, Rainier?
I'm helping you out, bro.
This is great. I'm glad to know that I'm blind because I wouldn't be able to figure that out elsewise.
Yeah, if you had some sort of, I don't know, lay on hands ability or something, maybe you get somebody to do that for you, you might be able to heal yourself. But until then, that's a long rest ability. So until then, you will have, so symptoms usually last 1 to 3 days after exposure to contaminated water. So like you got your, I don't know if your mouth was open a little bit or if you had some sort of orifice that might have, or cut, you said, I think it was. But it seeped in there and it leads to loss of vision. And sure, until you get it healed, you're going to have a -1 to your strength, and therefore your attack rolls are affected by that. You gain 1 level of exhaustion, and there's going to be more of like your vision starting to go as you get like kind of like a milky whiteness around your eyes, and that pain in your head is going to eventually start to interfere with other things like your willpower. So, but for now,
this
it's
stuff
all.
that's affecting me now, or it's going to affect
It's affected you now for strength, but you have not yet progressed to the symptoms where it would affect your wisdom checks and stuff like that. But you also have disadvantage on sight-based perception checks, but not hearing perception checks. So disadvantage is, well, we could do a straight -5, but I don't think it's quite as bad for a disadvantage. We'll do -5 like you would if it was like dark and you can't see, you know, like dim lighting, which is like something that's obscured. You would get a -5 to the. So you have -5 on your perception checks for visual. You get a -1 to your strength and attack rolls, and you have 1 level of exhaustion, which affects all your ability checks, actually.
Yep,
Awesome.
all ability checks. Yep. So he has disadvantage.
But other than that,
Normal
you're
checks.
good, bro. You're great.
Besides everything being bad, you're good.
Doesn't
Hey, you're
doesn't
alive.
affect your movement. Doesn't affect your attack rolls or your saving throws. Doesn't affect your HP. It doesn't affect any of that stuff because it's only
It
1
wouldn't
level of
affect
exhaustion.
his attack rolls if he's using strength-based attacks.
Well, that's the disease. That's not the exhaustion that's doing that.
Yeah.
The 1 level of exhaustion is just ability checks. So, all right. So as you guys gather there and you take your little short rest. Mako, do you continuously cast your cow since it's every 10 minutes, or what is the
We lost
cow?
stream.
I like this. By the way, I like this additional info on Cade being naked because that makes getting him the mask so much better. If he were to stream, just totally naked except for that mask.
Oh god.
Yeah, all I have on
What
is a
mask?
cloak, really.
Yeah, like a traveler's cloak.
Yeah, like
Oh,
a
yeah.
traveler's cloak. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
He's got
when he
a
was when he was
Yeah,
first
like traveler's
introduced.
clothes. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's how I introduced your character in the first episode. Was that you were sitting in a traveler's cloak in a dark area,
Yeah.
trying to mind your own
exactly.
business.
Yeah.
So.
So I'm not really wearing anything else except that. It's perfectly on point. So I mean, like I'm technically don't have anything else on me. So
Do fish have cloaca?
Why is it always cloacas with you?
I don't know what that means.
It's a mysterious organ that I feel like we should know more
It's a
about.
sex organ that's also your asshole. You don't need to know about it.
Okay.
Isn't that like immediately want you to get more information? That description.
All right, so I got Charles, I got Ian, I got Mako, I got me.
Looks
that I'm
like we're
like
back to
blocked
normal now.
out. Okay, cool. So
No.
we'll go back to Dragon Heist here. So well, yeah. Anyways, does the wisdom check and let you know all that stuff is happening to you. Okay. But you know that Renere's not like a medical doctor, but he estimates you have anywhere from 1 to 3 days before you'll be fully get the full on blindness there. And at that point, you'd probably need some kind of greater restoration to get your, or maybe, you know what, lesser restoration would help with that. It's not that serious.
Yeah, lesser
A little bit of blind.
restoration. Yeah, it does cures blindness.
But like something simple like lay on hands is able to cure it with disease, and you'll get that with your your short rest. So all you gotta do is just if you find something beforehand, then go for it. All right. So I know what I was asking. I was asking is Cade, are you recasting your cow?
No, I'm not going to recast the cow. I wanted to kind of like give Hurk the remaining candy cane spears.
How many do you give him?
I'm going to give him so I used 1, so I have 3 left, so I'm going to give him
your
2
trap
of
was
them.
only with 1?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
only have
probably
4
not very
candy cane
effective
spikes.
if it's just 1 spike sticking out there.
Yeah, it's just 1 spike.
Okay.
He acts like he's never stepped on a Lego before. What?
Poison tip
This
Legos.
is Mako Tsunami. He doesn't know how to make fancy traps. I'm not going to act like you. I'm not going to do full-on traps with
That will get them. That will get them all.
Yeah, he's a little bit naive. He thinks it's going to get them all. It's good roleplay. Yeah, I'm going to give him 2 of them, then the remaining 2, and I'm just going to have 1 on me. So I give him like 2 candy cane spikes.
Okay, the cow is going.
Thanks.
No
How's it
problem, my
going?
friend.
Goodbye.
I figured you can make use out of this. I've seen you do all crazy things with like the broom and stuff like that, and like, yeah, it just felt right to give it to you. I don't know why.
Because we're friends, and that's what friends do. They give each other gifts, right?
Yeah, and I'm gonna give you those 3 beers once we're done with this.
Ah, I would love a beer.
Okay, so you give him those things. So Hurk, you could use that if you wanted to for like a as a simple spear, like a 1d6 piercing plus 1d6 poison. One-handed weapon. So one-handed spear. There. If you guys want to find the simple spear, it's in the whatever you call it, compendium or whatever. You drag it, but if you don't want to have to manually enter it in, but you would have to manually remember the 1 usage of poison. All right. So as you guys do that, so I'm gonna need let's see. You guys are over here. How about you all 3 of you give me a perception check. And with Hurks, that's gonna be a visual one, and yeah, I don't think I'll let you'll need sound for this one. So that'd be -5, so you get a 10.
Oof.
Mako gets a 16. So Mako, you notice that as you go to look at one of your
Wait,
cow.
hold on. Still at disadvantage from
Oh yeah,
exhaustion. So that's even lower.
pretty bad. Yeah, plus -5.
7.
So you get 7. Okay. So like nobody else seems to notice. And you know, even with your good ears there, Hurk, I don't think you would notice these because these guys are very quiet. But what Mako notices is that as he goes to like just see how his illusion was doing, he notices that it starts to fade after it's 10 minutes. And let me am I on the wrong layer here? Oh, I'm on the. That starts to fade, but let me bring up the other token. I like that one better. This is more like the Boulder's Gate style token, you know, for like a minor illusion. But as you notice, as it starts to fade, as the cow disappears, you notice a little kobold that's been crouched right behind it, and he's setting up. He looks like he's working on something. In fact, what did you get? 16?
Yeah, I got 16.
You see there's actually 2 of them, and they're working together on something. And as the cow fades, You spot them, and they see that you see them, and they try to scamper off back into the darkness. I'm gonna roll for them to hide. There we go. Nice. Okay, let me give a check for them for stealth. There we go. Okay, so they roll a 17. And they manage to successfully hide and slip away. But you do notice them as they do that. You see these two little tiny kobolds, and all of a sudden the cow disappears, and they go, what? And they kind of just like start scamper off. Like, they start like whispering to each other as they kind of disappear.
All right, I know what I'm gonna do now. I'm like, geez. So I'm gonna go and I'm going to cast Silent Image, and I'm just gonna create a sealed off wall around this area over here to seal us off.
Okay.
To make it look like it's a dead end to confuse them.
All right. What is the DC on the intelligence check for that?
It's gonna be 14.
You know, Mako, if you want to make that extra secure, you could slide that box in front of it too.
I probably could.
So now there is this illusionary kind of wall that you have set up. And yeah. Just do I'm doing their check right now.
Bigfoot, you want to help me secure the crate? Like, put it over the wall so they think it's kind of real? Let's trick them.
I can move that box.
All right. Is that allowed, Mr. DM? Can we do that?
Yeah.
All right, let's do
I'm
it.
just trying to figure out how to whisper their rolls because you guys wouldn't know whether or not they succeeded.
Yeah.
How about I just do talk to myself? That'll work.
I want to clip that.
Clip that shit. So it's an intelligence investigation. Is that the check?
Yeah, it's intelligence check, just a straight up intelligence investigation. Yeah.
There's no straight up intelligence check yet. So I think it's investigation.
Yeah, that's
all
right.
Right. Cool.
How big is this crate?
Yeah, can Bigfoot move it?
Certainly.
All right.
How tall is it?
It's standard size crate, which goes up to about average person's waist. It goes up to about your mid thigh, and you can easily move that. It does seem to have some supplies in there. If you want to take out the supplies, it'd be lighter. But if you want to put stuff in there and make it heavier, you can too. You could see what's in there.
Yeah, let's see what's in there. Yeah.
It's explosives. It's a whole bunch of no. And you're like, let's just ram this shit in here. Okay, so as you do that, you find that. Are you just moving just that crate, or?
Yeah, we're gonna move just this crate right here.
All right. Well, let's say then, in that case, what you find is in there. You see that there's various supply tools. They're mostly used for like coming up with like little devices and kind of like a lot of tools and stuff like that the little kobolds might be using to make traps. You find there's some chalk in there. You find that there's a set of artisans' tools. You find a set of masons' tools. You find a poisoner's kit. And that's all that's in that one.
Can I take the poisoner's kit?
It's up to you.
I'm gonna take the poisoner's kit.
Okay, Mako has a poisoner's kit.
All right, solid.
Does anybody else take any of those items, or you leave them in there?
Any chance there's some ball bearings in there?
Not in there. That's about all that you find in there. It's just a lot of like miscellaneous supplies that you would use in construction with those tools, like raw materials and stuff like that, but nothing that on hand you would know how to. There's like textiles and stuff like that, and various mechanisms and gears and little tiny things that you can construct things with. But
I think we're gonna leave that in there and give it some heft.
So you leave the tools in there and you leave the chalk in there?
Yeah, it seems like a good idea, but we'll take the poisoner's kit if that's possible.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So it's already fairly heavy, but it's not it's nothing that somebody couldn't push unless they were maybe a little kobold.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we got that in front of the door.
It
I
is
think I'm
movable.
also.
It is a movable token.
I can't move it. We've been
you
trying
can't?
to move it. No.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
You did it, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
I have a hunting trap in my inventory. I want to set that on top of it.
So you set there's a wall, and then they just behind the wall, but not sticking through the illusion. There's a crate, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be like just like right behind it. So they're like kind of like the heck, no. It's time to turn the tables on these kobolds, boys.
Yeah. If somehow they decide that they're smart enough to get through the illusion and they try to jump the crate, then there's going to be a hunting trap on top.
Exactly.
Okay, so you have a hunting trap that's placed on top of the crate, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, and then you guys are just going to sit and wait with that?
Yep.
Okay. So as you do that, you hear a thud as they seem to be shooting little, like from a distance, little slingshots. And they seem to have now figured out that it's hitting something, but so the illusion is not quite holding up, but they do see it hitting the crate. And it doesn't seem to spring off the bear trap, though. And this bear trap is not visible. And after a time, after a few minutes, you hear various scampering noises. And then, all of a sudden, so is it like a bear trap?
Yeah.
After a few minutes, you one of the kobolds becomes a little bit more brave. And it tries to push up against up against this crate here. And it can't, it budges a little bit, but doesn't seem to do that. And then it looks up and you can see, well, is the illusion block your vision as well?
No. Well, actually, yeah. No, wait. Yeah, it will block my vision. I have to put slits into stuff. Like, I know,
So
like, when I
you
looked up
can-
rulings
you
for
guys
this,
hear
like,
the
people
noise
could
of-
create walls with slits in it, but, like, I'm not doing that. It's just a straight up wall.
You guys can hear them, but since they're so small, they push up against the crate and it seems to budge a little bit. And then they seem to like, once they get past that, you notice this little kobold, well, you can't see him, but he's going to look up there and he's going to, oh, sorry, he's not visible. GM layer. He goes through pushes it just enough to open it up a little bit. Do you guys react at all to that? And then he like looks up and he's like, oh shit. Yes, here's the big fucking trap. And he's going to try to scamper off again. But he did budge it a little bit. Are you guys just saying like chilling back, or are you going to do anything about it?
I'm just going to push it back into place against the wall.
Okay.
I am back to 100%. I am going to slaughter every fucking kobold in this place. I will run their heads on these spikes.
Another 10 minutes. Another 10 minutes passes, and your illusion starts to fade again.
All right.
You've gone through 20 minutes of your short rest. 66. Well, actually, I'll say it. Yeah, no, yeah, it's about 20 minutes because the first one faded, and then you did this second action. So.
All right. I'm going to. Gotta think of a good illusion here. Ooh. I know. I'm going to cast a. A giant 15-foot high wave of water that's going to go here, like from Hurk all the way. Hold on, I should probably draw this out. From Hurk all the way here, and it looks like it's like a tidal wave, right? Like a tsunami, right? And it's going to looks like it could like go off at any moment to sweep the kobolds away if they get close. but there's no sound of water, obviously, because that's not how that works. But yeah, gonna try to do that and see how that works.
You're gonna get a wall of water now cast in that area. So
Yep.
you're gonna make it look like it's going down it's rushing down towards the hall.
Yeah.
Okay. As you do that, you cast that image, and you guys hear the sound of from behind here. Some of these boxes started to move that nobody checked out, and they move that, and 2 more kobolds pop up here. Each one of them is carrying. They have like a net, and as they start to come in there, there is one kobold over here that kind of ducks, and when it realizes that the water is not there, it goes, "Oh, okay," and it lights a Molotov cocktail, and it's going to try to throw it at you
Jesus
guys.
Christ.
Okay.
It made it save. It knows
Also-
it's an illusion.
Yes. This stuff.
Ah.
So they are intelligent beings, so it's like they keep seeing. Well, when the water goes through the guy, I mean, it's just an illusion, you know. So it's like he realizes
All
that
right.
it's not. He doesn't feel. It has no cold, wet properties to it. It just does not feel wet. So why would it think that it's?
All right.
There's none of the other sensory components to it, so it's not drowning in water. It's just you passing through it. So just like you would do if like some water started rushing through you, and you're like, oh my god, looks like I'm drowning, but I can breathe, and I'm not wet, and I'm not cold, and I'm not feeling anything. So, and so knowing that, it realizes that's an illusion, and it lights a Molotov cocktail. And then give me Mako. You had like I don't know if it should be a new check. You guys, so Mako, you from during these 10 minutes here, you start to smell. There's a smell coming from this direction, and it's almost like it smells kind of like almost like something sweet, something like that's been baking. It smells good. It reminds you of something, but it's not really a fish-like cuisine. But as these kobolds start to come out of there, you guys all go to face them, and you hear. And from behind you, there is emerging from this hallway. There's a giant gingerbread man that has emerged from the room there, and there's a gate right here, and he starts to
Move the
bang on
camera
the
up.
gate. Oh, the camera up. He starts to bang on this gate, and the gate seems to give, but not completely get destroyed. And as that starts to happen, all of a sudden, a shuriken that flies through the air, and it's sheathed in darkness, as it seems to have something shadowy cast around it. And as it does that, it goes through the bars and hits the golem right in the forehead and sinks into its cookie-like flesh. And as it does that, the whole area, in this general area here, in a 15-foot radius, the shuriken hits, and as the shuriken hits, darkness expands in a giant cloud. And as you guys look over the direction of the kobold, there's him and his buddy that seem to be, the one seems to be lighting the Molotov cocktail for the other one and hiding behind him. They pop up, and from there, as you look over, you see there's a Wererat that has appeared from behind them. He comes up and he does a double karate chop and knocks out both of these kobolds cold. Then he teleports over here in the shadows and does 2 flurry of blows on these to stun both of them. And he looks back at you guys and he says, "You there, adventurers, come with me. I'll show you the way out of here." What do you do? Also,
Clear the art.
Clearly,
Also-
no.
Also roll for initiative. This Wererat came in, basically did like a little shadow teleport, and then he did basically a flurry of blows on these dudes over here. It seems to be some kind of like giant mutated rat.
Does he reek of pizza?
Probably.
Give me that perception check. It's hard. You smell the smell of gingerbread, but also a little bit of old cheese coming from this guy's direction. But it hasn't even hit your nostrils yet because this guy just teleported in. All right. So first, the top round, we got Mako. Mako, you see that there is a rat that is teleported. There's 2 downed kobolds over here, which are like this, because they are both non-lethal blow knocked out. And then there's 2 more kobolds over here that I think you can see either way, right? If I leave them where they're at. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there is a wererat that is teleported over them and has done 2 more blows on them, and both of them are stunned. They seem to be reeling and they're unable to speak, maybe only falteringly. And the wererat is turned back to you guys and says, "Adventurers, what are you doing here? Come with me if you want to live."
Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go and I'm going to create a giant wave of milk. Probably in 15-meter radius, like a wave. To go and go against this golem, right? This gingerbread man, because Mako knows. He's seen gingerbread before. And he knows that it goes great with milk. Or at least he thinks so, because it's actually cookies, but he's gonna think it's the same concept. So he's gonna joke around with that.
So what are you trying to do with the
I'm creating a
golem
giant
that's in darkness?
Yeah, I'm creating a 15-foot wave.
With what?
Because I could see him at this point with my torch.
As an illusion, or
Yeah.
shape water? What are you doing mechanically?
I'm casting Silent Image mechanically and creating a 15-foot tall and wide wave of milk.
All right, are you sure you want to do that? Because it can't see in darkness, so it's unaffected by illusions.
It can't see me with my torch?
Can't see anything right now. It's in magical darkness.
Oh, it's in magical darkness? Oh.
Yep, it has a shuriken that hit it, and that shuriken was enshrouded in black shadow that casted within that template I showed you guys. So Rainier right now is also unable to see anything because he's in it. Right now, you're basically on the border of going into the darkness and being unable to see anything yourself. If you were to move right here, you'd be totally unable to see anything.
Okay.
Yep.
Can I Eldritch Blast this guy right here?
Yep.
All right. I'll do that instead.
A blast, huh?
Yeah, Eldritch Blast. There it is.
Kind of sad you didn't bring your the cow into combat because I had the token ready and everything. Look at that thing. Beautiful.
I rolled an 8.
It has its own
did
token.
1 damage.
Let me see here. Why is it not showing anything for their values? Oh, I didn't generate their. How much damage did you do?
I didn't know damage. I didn't hit. I missed.
Oh, okay.
Completely. I got an 8.
Okay. All right. Anything else you'd like to do as this wererat is yelling, "Come with me, adventurers, if you want to live"?
Yep, I'm going to pass my turn over to the next guy. That's what I'm going to do.
Rainier is shrouded in darkness. He was the closest to the golem, so he was just looking up, terrified. Nearly dropped his rapier as he was stumbling. Holy shit! And he's like, "What the hell is going on?" And as he starts to stumble back, he goes out of the darkness, sees the wererat who just said, "Come with me, we want to live," and he's like, "What in the devil's going on here? There's a bloody golem. Let's get the fuck out of here." And he starts to just he's like, He's like, this is a battle we can't win, friends. Let's just run. Let's listen to this giant rat. And he starts to run in this direction. And I think that's his full movement right there. Actually, he's going to...
Does he know
Yeah,
that
he's
that's
gonna
where
use his
the
full
rat
movement.
wants us to go?
Yeah, we don't really know where the rat wants us to go.
The rat was like, come with me, come with me. And
Yeah,
the
and I
rat
just
just came
got
from that
pushed again.
direction and he was gesturing towards where he was just at.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was not gesturing towards the giant golem that is towering
I
over
thought he was
you guys.
gesturing towards.
I
him
thought
to
he
be
wanted
with
us to
him.
follow him,
Yeah.
literally, like be next to him.
Literally.
Well, he could have probably moved there because they were stunned. He wouldn't have taken an opportunity attack, but he was basically gesturing like, come with me. And he was like gesturing back to where he was just from.
Oh, okay, that confused me. Yeah, all right. Well, gotta lie in my bed now.
All right, and that when Renair tries to dash away, you guys also notice that there seems to be another kobold that is now emerged, and Renair stops and stares. He's like, "Oh God, it's another one of them!" And with that, we're gonna cut back to Tzar. Leave it in a little bit of a cliffhanger.
I've been enjoying the show, man. I've been doing good over here.
We're gonna go back to, so you guys, some of you know what happens, some of you don't. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna come back to Tzar. Okay, players should be over here. So
What's up, guys?
Tzar got wrapped up in some serious shit last time, and he has basically fought his way through the lair of a beast, and he emerged victorious, I guess you could say. He's alive.
Yeah, not dead.
And got it.
That's it. That's the one.
So that's the sound of Tzar as he emerges out of this cave. Okay, chuckling to himself. It's echoing everywhere. He's like, you know, he's like totally exhausted, but he's like, you know what? You son of a bitch, you actually did it. All right, so Tzar makes his way up this impossibly steep climb to the top of the stone shaft.
Emphasis on impossible.
This impossibly steep climb for even just a normal man would be difficult. But Tzar has a little extra grit to him as he's survived this encounter, and he knows he has to get back to his friends, and he's found out that if he goes to the top here, there may be some passages leading back to the direction where he came from. And using some makeshift climbing gear that he crafted with his limited survival skills that he has, he starts to drive those climbing tools, little pitons and little hammer. He starts hammering away with the best little kobold might, and he's unable to stop even for a short rest. He's exhausted from his battle with these cave creatures. His arms are aching, his legs are shaking, and as he reaches the top of this giant chasm, this stone elevator, he uses his hammer to drive in that last piton, but his legs start to give out, and he pulls on the piton, only for it to dislodge from the loose stone near the top. And his body falls back, and his eyes go wide as he begins to sink to the inky abyss below.
What?
After all that he went through, he thought that he would finally get to see his party once more, a group that he thought he might even be friends with. But now he'll never get the chance. Never get the chance to make something of himself. There's so many holes that he had left to explore. But now, as he fell into the chasm, he falls into the chasm below, 100-foot drop. He feels himself start to sink down to the inky abyss, when suddenly, a scaly green hand as Tzar wakes up from his exhaustion as he is passed out at the top of the cave. No, Burka was never there. He was just tired. And I just gave him a magic
That was a dream
ring, so-
sequence?
Yeah. as he wakes up from the dream at the top, as he seems to have passed out when he finally realized he was safe at the top of this chasm here. No, it wasn't that he was going to fall. He made it up there, no problem. I gave him a magic ring. He made it. So
nice postscript. He made it.
But no, he seems to survive. So as he does that, he notices at the end of this hallway, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. And Tzar, you can either go towards the light at the end of the tunnel, or you can go to the black. Yes.
I imagine I see into the black. I could see kind of what it is because I have dark vision.
That a burka, by the way. So Tzar makes his way over to the light. He steps out into the light, and we cut back to our scene here now. As a kobold emerges from the darkness, Rainier reels and readies his rapier to attack. But no, it's not just any kobold. It's Zarafar. He's returned.
Return
of the
okay.
King.
Yeah. Okay, keep it up, Lightfoot over here. What you guys up to? What the hell happened?
Look out, Rainier! There's another one coming from that hole.
Relax. It's your old buddy Zarafar. You owe me 20 quid, don't you? You owe me 20 silver pieces.
Tzar sees this chaos that's going. He had a smart line ready to go, but as he looks on, there seems to be complete chaos. As there's a giant shrouded cloud over here. There's Mako trying to shoot at some kobolds that are in the corner. There's a giant wererat that seems to be doing like kung fu stances and stuff like that, and yelling, "Let's get the hell out of here!" And then Rainier's like seems to be panting as he like stops and comes to a screech. And
I'm
with
gone
that-
for 1 hour. And you guys might get a rat to replace me?
I'm
Come on.
Oh, sorry. Did I not switch over to the players? Oh, okay, sorry. I was on the wrong layer.
What? A kobold and a rat are not interchangeable. Do you understand? Just because we're both small. Okay, this one does a little kung fu. I bet that's real good and all, but I guarantee you, I got something a little better than this little rat can offer you right now. No offense. To the rat.
It's a health potion.
As you emerge, you see this battlefield that's unfolded before you, and as you step on the unconscious bodies of the other two kobolds, hoisting yourself up so you can see over the crate and see what's going on. There seems to be a large bear trap that is directly on this crate in front of you. I believe you've stepped through. Either the vision has, because you never casted a new illusion, right, Mako?
No, it would dissipate. Remember, it dissipated earlier.
So you go through this wall thinking that you're gonna have to like investigate it, and as you do, you kind of stumble forward. So you have this big entrance plan, but you see that like through this wall, there's some kobolds that are passed out, and their arms are sticking out through the walls. And you go, that's different. And so you step up on them. And now you can see over there. And as you do, you almost trigger this bear trap that's like right in front of your face as you hear Hurk say, "Oh, there's another one of them. Let's kill all these bastards."
Jesus Christ. Or whoever I know. There's a trap get me. Do I have to roll for something?
And you are actually right up after Rainier. You are tied with Bigfoot. So whoever wants, we can say that it's why did it go back to Mako?
Because I was first, but you got to put me down in initiative order.
Did you not pass your turn? Okay.
Oh, I mean, I would like not to pass my turn. I would like to move away, but I know I probably won't get the chance.
Well, Rainier's already gone, so.
Yeah, exactly.
You're already taking his turn.
I lie in my bed, so.
So now we're going to Tzar, who has joined perfectly in initiative order. Yeah. Okay, Tzar, what is your appraisal of this situation? You've just stumbled, I guess you're just winging it. You're like, oh, look at these kobolds. Cool. You climb over them. Oh, hey, look, a bear trap. And oh, hey, there's Rainier. And oh, hey, there's a big thing of smoke. And there's Mako blasting the shit out of these kobolds that are like, they look all fucked up and like they're real keeled over and stuff like that. And you have this giant wererat hopping around, and it's pandemonium as Hurk is screaming, "Gotta kill them all!"
Whoa, guys! Haven't you ever heard of a tactical retreat? Huh. Beginners.
You just see like beaming pride coming from my eyes hearing you say the word tactical retreat. My little son, he's learning.
He uses his reaction to shed a manly tear as he's like, wait, Hurk, are you like, I can't believe my eyes. Is that really? Because you can't see shit.
No, I think what you actually hear is Hurk just go as he like pukes on the floor next to him.
Lovely.
Emotional puke, or what's the puke?
Yeah, what kind? Describe the puke.
A little bit chunky salsa.
Chunky salsa.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, geez, what's going on here, guys? I'm trying to get some information.
You got 3 seconds to talk.
Yeah, we,
3 seconds worth of die. You're in the middle of combat.
Oh, I'm in the middle of combat?
You are. That's what
Okay.
initiative is, yeah.
Oh, shit. Who do I kill? Do I kill the rat?
Not the rat, the other kobolds.
Okay. Okay. The kobolds. Cool. Now what?
You tell me.
Oh, okay.
I describe
Wow.
the scene. You let me know what you want to do. Doesn't have to be anything
So-
epic. You can just, like, everybody's kind of just reeling from you appearing.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. So I'm gonna take the opportunity.
You have a giant crate in front of you with a bear trap on it. You can try to scramble past it. You can stay where you are. You can do whatever you want. I mean, you could.
Thinking I want to get a head
Tactically
on.
retreat.
I'm gonna hide. Is what I'm gonna do.
Okay. All right. So you just use your bonus action to hide and no action.
I feel like I should throw an action out there. So I'm trying to kill these 2 kobolds on the wall.
There's 2 kobolds and they're both stunned. They look like they're about ready to keel over and just they're having a rough time. It looks like they're completely incapacitated, but they're just still standing. There's a little bit
Okay,
of
I'm
drool
gonna
coming
throw
out
a-
of the one's mouth.
I think I can. Let's see. Let me get some time. Let me get this going. I'm gonna do a little slingshot on these motherfuckers.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna hide.
Spicy
But I
boy
don't-
sling.
I got a spicy boy sling happening over here. I don't know what you guys are doing. I got myself a spicy boy sling. Does the spicy boy even have a spicy boy sling?
Spicy boy doesn't have a spicy boy sling.
Spicy boy doesn't have a spicy boy sling. I'm gonna hit the one closest to me. Check this out.
Okay. 17, that hits.
Ooh.
Nice.
For Flory, as you do not know if this guy is an ally, but the way sneak attack works is that if it's somebody that's not your enemy that's distracting them, it kind of gives you the advantage. So you can use sneak attack advantage, but I'll tell you that knocks it out just from the impact.
Okay.
So
Nice.
This one is completely knocked the hell out now.
See, people say you got to have loyalty to your own race, but I don't see race. I only see. Well, I only see 60 feet in front of me.
Must be fucking nice.
Do I have another action I can take out this other guy?
Not a attack action.
Okay, I'm gonna hide and then let everyone else.
Okay,
take
so you
care
just
of it.
pop this guy in the face, the slicey boy, and then do you say you just say, "Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on?" kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm saying, let me show you how to tactically retreat. Oh,
You did ask
and then I
about,
just hide.
and then you asked about the rat. Okay, so that was your dialogue.
Yeah.
You basically popped up. You said, "Hey, you guys look, you can use tactical retreat. Should I hit the rat?" And Hurk's like, "No, not the rat." And then he starts puking. Yeah, good to see you, kind of thing, right? Is that essentially what happened between you guys?
I think so. It was an
Okay, okay.
emotional.
Just trying to
it was
recap. Getting a recap on what's going on here.
Love it. But yeah, so I'm gonna take my own advice, do a little hide action, go prone behind this here box, which I imagine will give me good cover because I'm short.
Did you go ahead and do me a slight sneak or stealth check?
Stealth check.
You can also, if you wanted to use, well, no, you can't do it as a bonus action to disarm the trap.
This is.
Yeah, they would
This
have
is
to
my-
be, yeah, you
Don't I?
your bonus
Don't
action.
I get-
hide.
Bonus action hide.
Yeah. Normally, hiding is an action. For you, it's a bonus action.
Okay. I got a 12.
Okay. You're hidden. You're behind like that thing with you that gives you like 3/4 cover. So half
Okay.
cover. It's half cover or 3/4. Yeah, 3/4 cover for you because you're just a little guy, and you're able to easily hide. Yep, it's a low check for that. All right, anything else you want to do with your turn?
I want to say this. Oh, all right.
I'm gonna say that retroactively, Rainier is like. I don't want to necessarily. I'll see what Bigfoot does first. Bigfoot, let me know if Rainier were to call out to you about the trap. He's like, should I? No, he wouldn't have enough time. Don't worry about it. Let's move on to the next person here. I was seeing because he still didn't do any of the action, he could try to redo it. Okay, so now it's I added the. Wait, where'd Bigfoot go?
Bigfoot goes, otherwise down.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Okay, so
Yeah, no, I
Mako.
skipped him.
Bigfoot's now 12.
All right,
There we
there we go.
go.
Okay, Bigfoot, you're up. So
Yeah.
you hear the banging noises though as this golem is banging away at the gates here, and you can hear metal.
Yeah.
Just it's a solid lock on there, but it is warping the metal. That's all you can hear is the sound of metal, not tearing. What is the word? Warping, as it just kind of like wails away at these prison bar kind of gates. Right.
I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm gonna move towards the crate. I'm gonna pick up my trap.
Okay, that's your object interaction, and since you set it, I'm going to say that you can easily do it without any effort.
Would it be like an action to move the crate out of the way to facilitate escape for my party, or?
Yeah, there'd be too much for object interaction, like pick up the trap and move the crate. That'd be an action.
Okay, so I can do one or the other.
But you can try to vault over it, or you can try to open it up so that people can go by it. Tzar could try to move it, but he would be like a disadvantage as next round if he tried to even, because it's a little guy and it's a big crate that's heavy.
Well, I'm getting the trap out of the way, and I'm gonna vault it, I guess.
Okay, give me an acrobatics check. Unless you want to ram into it with a strength check. But then Tzar would go fucking flying, so... I mean, he's hiding right behind it. I don't know if you know that. He kind of just did it discreetly. You assume he's back there somewhere, though. I mean, logically, you got to know he's back there somewhere.
He's got to vault that, man. He's got to vault that. He's got a 7, man.
It's not great.
Okay, so
I could practically walk over it, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
it's
got a point.
It's definitely enough in the combat. You'd have to vault over it at mid-thigh height there. So as you try to parkour over it, you're like, I've seen wild creatures do this shit before. And that hard. I've seen monkeys and fey creatures do this all the time. And you like go up to do that, and you try to just do like a one-handed thing, and you slam into it, and you do manage. I'm gonna say it's because you try to pick up the hunting trap that you like try to pick it up and do like a vault over at the same time, and you manage to get over it, but you manage to fall over, and now you're prone on the other side. And as you do that, you do everything you can to avoid crushing Tzar as he is right behind you. Luckily, you're so massive that when you vaulted over it, you kind of like somersaulted forward like a little tumble, and now you are prone. Especially since you tried to dodge him, you're like, oh shit, and then you just end up in the prone position. So
Okay.
and I think if you end up right here, you started like what, right there? That's 5,
Yeah.
or that's about 10. It's another 10, that's 20. So prone, it would take half your movement speed to stand up, so you don't have enough movement speed left to stand up unless you use the dash action, I think allows you to stand up, right? Or is that not how that works?
No, it's not how that works. He
Yeah,
just
you have
stands
to be-
up by just using half his movement.
I don't think he has the half movement left to expend, is the thing, so
Oh,
I
he's
guess
just
you're just
down
stuck
then.
prone. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. You still have your action, though.
Uh,
I'm not sure what you could do with it, but you could talk to Tzar.
Hey, yo, how you doing?
so hidden step. I need to rest before I can use that again because I used it when we were coming in and we didn't get our rest done.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Jesus, I'm just gonna like, I guess, acknowledge Tzar, be like, holy shit, good to see you again. what the hell happened? And then he's got not enough time to explain the whole fucking story, so we'll just move on.
Okay, so we move on to the gingerbread man as it does its slam attack, and it crits as it bursts through this wall, and there's just metal that goes flying. Mako, give me a dex saving throw to see if you get hit with this flying bar since you critted it so hard.
There we go. 18. It loaded weird. I don't know why it took that long.
Through out of the darkness flies this gate, but at this time you're definitely watching this after you missed your last attack, so you're watching the darkness and you're ready as a reaction to kind of try to dodge out of the way. And as you do, you tumble. Which way would Mako tumble? This way or go this way?
I tumble towards Hurk, like on my belly, right, and use my like moist skin to like slide or something like that.
You want to be prone?
Nah, I don't want to be prone. I guess I just want to like tumble. I guess out of the way.
So
Yeah.
you tumble on your belly and then you pop back up with it, essentially.
Yeah.
You have like a little sliding technique as you pop up like that as you dodge this.
Yeah,
thing
like a little sliding technique. Yeah, it's called the fish slide. We've been taught to do when we were young on land.
This is not the same now that I know that he's naked doing all of this.
So the gate flies by, and as it does that, it whizzes past you, and it looks like it's about to slam up against this Wererat. But then, like as almost like a sixth sense, he just kind of turns and dodges as it slams in, and it seems to take out this kobold right here, and he is just taken out by the metal grate as it hits him, and he is knocked unconscious as well from the bludgeoning damage. And then this thing slowly, it doesn't know where it's going at first. It's going towards all the commotion over here, and it seems to step out of the darkness now and see you, but that's all its movement. It does 20 feet of movement, and that is its... Well, let's see. Now that it can see you, it actually can go use its dash. 1, 2, and it just looming right over you guys. It is right in the middle as you dodge and you tumble and you're like, oh, Hurk, like, would you like to hold my hand or whatever the hell? And then it's like all of a sudden there's just a fucking shadow over you as this gingerbread man is like looming over you. It's like, whoa. Go on to Hurk.
Alrighty. Yeah. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna disengage and I'm gonna grab Mako's
You don't need to disengage, but
moist
you're good.
hand.
Okay.
What do you mean? There's a big fucking thing looming over me. Why wouldn't I disengage?
It's looming over Mako technically. Like this would be it. This would be it you, and then this would be it right on top of you.
Okay.
It's just a big boy.
In that case, I'm just gonna grab Mako's arm and dash and get the hell out. Okay. Let's say I get 1 square ahead of where Bigfoot is while I'm dragging Mako.
Oh, my camera's overheated, so I'll switch to the other one. There we go. Go to my backup camera.
Don't ask me to roll any checks anytime soon because my character sheet is not loading.
Lost your character sheet.
Yeah, he has to go and put
I
it
have
back
to
up
reopen
again.
it.
Yeah.
But now it's not loading.
I can do rolls for you. I got your sheet for you. So you got out of it. So you tried to retreat out of there and vaulted over the thing as well?
Yep.
I'm probably going to make a check as well.
So you
if
want to
he's
make a
taking
check
me.
with disadvantage for that? All right. Let's do athletics or no acrobatics.
Do I have to do the same thing?
If you're going to go next, but you are not next in the initiative order. So
Hurk took my hand, is trying to take me with him.
okay, that's going to be double your movement speed, and you're going to try to...
Yeah, he dashed.
You would have to use like an athletics check to like pick you up and throw you over there.
It's my turn to throw you into the pit.
Yeah,
I'll do
bro,
an
it.
athletics check for you. Double athletics. You roll 13 and 24. We'll go with 13. Okay, so you managed to pick Mako up and chuck him over.
-1.
Right, it's 23. So, or 12. Okay, so like you do it, and the same thing kind of happens as with the Bigfoot. You try to throw him over there. You kind of make it, but then it's like you tumble on over with Tzar. Now you are also prone next to Mako's also prone next to Bigfoot, as you guys are both laying there, and you're like, oh hey Tzar, like you see him there too.
What's up, guys?
It's the tiny lizard man. Hey, Tzar, it's great to see you.
You know, I was
Perfect
hidden.
timing.
You were until they landed right where you are.
Oh, am
So
I like
Mako
right on
is
top
here.
of Tzar? Am I like directly on top of him?
Eat.
Did I land on him? Is he like prone as well? Me on top of him, Mr. DM?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that Hurk with that 12, it didn't make it over, so he's right in front of that because there's no way you can like with a 12 and get over that with another person and get So you kind of slam into the crate as you chuck Mako over, and now he flops like a fish and lands right there as well, and he is also prone. But Hurk is not prone; he's just standing in front of that thing. Your crate is working against you guys. And is there anything else that Charles wants to do during his turn? I know it's not behaving, but I can do it for you if you'd like.
No, that's it.
You know what's weird is like I still see like a weird permanent arrow. Does anybody else see that? Where it's like a red arrow?
Yep.
Yeah, I see that too.
Yeah, that thing's just there now. Okay.
All
right,
This
so
is
now
part
we-
of the world now.
Now we go back to the Wererat and says, Good, let's get the hell out of here. And then he runs over, 1, 2, 3, sees you guys. I'm gonna have him do acrobatics. 15. He as he goes over and he wall runs across like a little parkour style, runs on the wall, and then lands behind you guys. And he's like, here, I know a way out. Follow me.
How was his
me.
accent again?
Come with me if you want to live. You there, green one, wet one, furry one, you follow. Oh, little kobold too, you come as well.
I guess.
Why? This is no time to lay down. This is no time to take a short rest. Follow me. He sees you guys all laying on the floor.
All right, let's follow the one that called me little one, who is also like 1 foot tall. Let's do that.
No, he called you green one. He called me little one.
I'm not green. I'm orange.
Well, I'm not little.
Oh.
Okay, so that ends his turn. Mako, you are
All right.
prone. And you're next
Mako's
to
gonna
everybody.
use half of his movement to get back up.
Okay.
All right, so I got 15 feet of movement. All right, I'm gonna move up 1 space. Then I'm going to go and I'm gonna use. I don't know if this is considered what kind of action, but I'm gonna grab my hempen rope and I'm gonna try to throw it over the side of the crate, so that way. And I'm gonna tell Hurk to grab the rope.
I grabbed the rope.
And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try to pull him above the crate. Or like past the crate if that's possible.
Give me a sleight of hand check with advantage, or no, with extra +2 because you're using your rope skills, right?
Yep, I'm using my rope skills right now to pull this guy in.
Are you trying to lasso him like a wild animal? Like a bronco or something?
Yeah, I'm basically trying to get Hurk over here. Like I'm using my rope skills to get Hurk and like pull him towards me essentially to save his life.
Mako the cowboy with the lasso trick here.
Yeah, man.
Try to find a
I
gif of
lasso. Don't you know that the Lokatha are really good at lassoing dolphins? We do it all the time for fun. All right, so +2 then, and this is with advantage. You said.
No, I think you get like a +2 with all of your. Don't you get
Yeah,
like
I get
double?
a plan
Don't you
too.
have like a double proficiency or
Yeah,
something?
I get
in
a
rope,
double
isn't
2
it?
proficiency. Yeah, so it's going to be a +2 with my sleight of hand. So that's going to be a +6.
So you get a +4 then
Yeah, +4 is my sleight of hand, and then I add my +2, which
for
is
rope tricks. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's your ability. I remember you have the ability. I just don't remember
Yeah.
all the stipulations. I remember it was like a plus. It wasn't like a.
So that is
advantage.
22.
Okay. So you throw you do the little lasso. Hurk here, and you throw it. You manage to perfectly slip the loop over him, and I assume you're going to try to pull him in.
Yeah, I'm going to pull him in. I'm going to give
go
my
ahead.
boy.
Give me a strength check as you pull him in now.
All right.
Hurk, are you going to, as a reaction, let him pull you?
Yeah.
All right.
No!
So as you see this, he expertly weaves this rope through this crowd of people as he goes past Bigfoot and Tzar and Rainier and snags onto Hurk. But then as he goes to pull onto Hurk, Rainier's like right in front of him. So he just like slams into Rainier and he's like, oh God, what the hell? What are you doing? And it's a good toss, but unfortunately you're not strong enough to like pull through Rainier and the crate to get over there.
Nat 1, bro. All right, well.
Yeah, 3 was not enough, unfortunately, to yank him.
No, that was not enough to
a large
that.
half orc over a human being and also over a crate. It was a nice try though. To be fair, it was cool. So I was the rule of cool. I was loosening the DC check on it, but it was gonna be tough either way.
Yeah, I know. I knew it was a long shot, but like I gotta try something to get him over here. Okay, well, I guess I passed my turn then. End of turn, no.
Okay. Nice, very nice try. That was almost inspiration worthy. We'll see. You guys keep playing like that. I'll give you some.
I feel inspired by that feat of ingenuity.
I'm borderline about it right now. You know what? Since we're talking about it, let's do it. But you can roll if you like.
Reroll that strength check. All right, yeah, I'm gonna try to do that to pull my boy up here. You got. I swear, please. All right. 14.
As you do that, so you pull him into Rainier, and Rainier reacts like, "What the hell?" But he sees what you're trying to do, and he grabs onto the rope and grabs onto Hurk, and he pulls both of you guys through, and you just barely manage to get over that. You barely squeak over, and now you have Rainier and Hurk and Bigfoot all sprawled prone on the floor in a giant heap of people with little Tzar just kind of off to the side hiding like, what the hell is going on here? Everybody's
This is
here.
not what I had in mind when I said everyone should do a tactical retreat.
All right, so is that it for your turn there, Mako?
Yeah, that will be it.
Okay, so Rainier uses half of his movement speed to stand up, and let's see. There's the crate behind him. Yeah, not much you can do to help fortify it. Yeah, so he's going to use the help action to pick up Bigfoot, try to get him up off his feet. He's a big boy though. So use the help action to pick him up, and he's going to move through space, and that's going to be all of his movement. And now he turns to the rat and says, well, what the hell are we supposed to do now? There's a giant pit and a greased ramp. Do you have a plan? And I guess with that, so now Bigfoot's up.
I moved the camera a little down.
Tzar, you're up. And I didn't think Tzar would be able to help him stand up, so I was like, it's got to be somebody a little bigger that's going to help you up there. So Tzar, you see what's going on?
If you want
I see what's going on.
There you go.
There you go.
Thank you.
Love it. So, is it difficult terrain to walk over the bodies of all my companions?
Yes, it is. But
All right.
that's only if you walk over them.
Oh, right. I think I know what I want to do. I think I know exactly what I want to do. Let's see. I'm on the wrong page. Okay. So, let me get a look at this map here.
Right.
Yeah. So, I'm going to just gonna waltz over here. One step, that's 5 feet. And then I'm gonna put on the one ring, motherfuckers. Check this out.
What does Tzar say when he's about to do this? Does he say something like check this out or something?
He'd be like, hey guys, I took this from some nerd in the basement. Check it out.
Okay, Tzar pulls out a mystical looking golden ring and slips it on his finger. he's still there, but he seems to be very filled with confidence, and as he hears the ring slip on.
So I do that, and I climb up onto the wall here, and let's see. And I go. Oop, it's difficult to move. I don't know.
Tzar also goes to wall run, but it doesn't seem like he has a running start or anything. He just seems to start walking almost on the wall, sideways.
Yeah, you know what I'm doing. So I'm walking around all these guys.
Oh yes,
And I'm I'm going here.
As you do that, Splint, this rat turns back to you and is like, "Oh my, you like a spider? That'll be very useful. Come, follow me, little one. Let us go to the top."
Okay, rat face. Anyways.
So you've used 10 feet of movement so far, about right there. Because you were right here. I know you said you moved over there, but you were like right there. So 10 feet.
Oh, I'm trying to go down. This is a hallway, right? Is this where we're going? I feel like it's where we're going.
Seems like they're trying to cross this pit right now.
We're crossing the pit?
The rat seems to be gesturing, "Come on, come, I know a way out of here." And he seems to be gesturing to this side of the pit right here. And Rhaenyra's like, "What are we supposed to do now? There's a pit here."
Okay, well, I'll just walk.
He's
I'll
gesturing
just walk
this way.
across.
Does he know something that we don't know?
He said, "I know a way out of here. Follow me."
Yeah, okay.
Very specifically, a way out.
He did see us all like fumbling to climb over a crate, and he wants us to climb up the slope.
But that was- he was like-
surface.
"But that was because you were taking a rest." He's like, "This is no time for a short rest. Get up, let's go. Quit horsing around."
Okay. So I have enough movement speed to get across right now, don't I?
If you use your movement and your dash, you can move 60 feet.
Yeah, I got plenty of space to get over there. I'll get over there just
You have
to
50
talk
feet of
shit.
movement space. You have 50 feet of movement. This is not the scale, actually. So, like, even though this is right here is only about 30 feet, that's not counting in the depth that you have to, like, the ramp. The ramp itself is like 100 feet long.
Okay. But anyway, so I just go to the other side. I get to the other side of the pit.
Okay, so that's like 30 feet, maybe?
Yeah.
Is that all you want to do? Just move 30? Or 20?
Yeah, other side
That's
of the
only-
pit.
that's only 20
like,
feet.
Or like on the other side, so I'm not in the pit. You know?
Okay.
Art, is that where we're going? We're going.
This would be 30 feet, and then, so what I'll say, since this is about, like from here to here is about, it's not going to be to scale, but I'll just say you've moved like another, so you've moved 30 feet, and then, what is it, like,
I'd like do one more square.
I forget
so that
how
don't-
far you've moved now, because this is like 20, so 25 feet, so 30, I'll say it's at 30 feet, you hit the bottom of the ramp, and then it's 100 foot from there. You still have 30 feet left of movement if you were to dash.
Okay, and if people try to jump over and go to there, I'm not in the way?
Correct.
Okay, that's fine then.
Okay, so Tzar begins to climb up here, and the greased ramp is totally unwalkable, but not necessarily the walls. And as you do that, I'm still going to need you to make a athletics check, since there's some residual, like, you know what, climbing speed. You know what, it's okay. I'll just let you walk
Nice.
for the sake of time. So you can move up to 30 feet. So let's say you're about right there. That's about 30 feet. It's a 100-foot ramp. Okay.
Okay.
And so your teammate sees you walk along those walls sideways as then you dash past the pit. You keep running. Do you say anything to your teammates as you leave the area
my
again?
vision is really starting to fade, but it looked like Tzar just ran across the walls.
Yeah, guys,
Hurk-
can't do that.
Hurk
Dude
looks up
has
from the
spider
floor.
climb. That's so cool. That's so useful.
Hurk looks up from the floor, as he's also prone, and just like looks up there, and he's just like, "What the hell?" Like,
I take the ring off and I do a little flip it.
Are you sure you want to take the ring off when you're sideways?
I don't do that.
Don't take it off. No, bro.
Yeah, I
Don't
was
take
just
the
saying.
ring off. No.
I was like, are you sure you want to do that?
Let's just slide right into the spike and die. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'll just be pushed to you. Okay, it's fine.
It's the sound of you with the grease.
Okay. So my turn's over,
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
You guys can pass your own turn if you want. Just do the EOT thing.
EOT.
End of turn. It's a button that's in the built-in chat.
Oh, there it
so
is. I see it. End of turn.
Good to know.
As Hurk hears almost like this, he's kind of like delusional a little bit, like you think there's a fever creeping in. You hear like the voice of horror start to creep into your mind a little bit as you really think you're seeing things and you're trying to search for meaning, and you hear this in your head.
These boots have seen everything.
Okay, now we're on to
I
Bigfoot.
feel like I made that joke like last
You did.
session and nobody got it.
Oh, I got it.
Oh man, I don't know how I'm gonna get up that ramp.
You could try to talk to the giant rat who has a plan, or you can also talk to Tzar, who seems to be working his way up towards stuff as well.
Just
Or you
walk
can
on
do
the
two
walls, man.
Czar's obviously got his thing. I'm gonna ask this rat monster like how he expects us to get up this ramp. I need a
Rude
tip.
of you to call him a monster. I mean, have you looked at yourself recently?
Well, you would. I'm a creature of the forest.
So you would
I'm
say
beautiful.
what to him exactly?
Like, how are we supposed to get up the lubed up ramp? Like, give me a clue.
Lube
forest
is not a
creature.
problem for me. Follow
That's
me,
what she
and me and my sons will help you. You will know.
Sons.
Bring out your rope and cast it into the darkness. And he gestures
Okay.
this way, like this. So he's gesturing that you
Yeah,
throw it
shoot
there.
some rope into the darkness.
Can Mako
Sorry.
hear that as well?
Now, actually, I think he's ahead of you in the initiative order. It's kind of messed up, so I don't know. He's kind of far behind you guys. He rolled a 23, but I don't know. Anyways, yeah. So you hear him say
yeah,
that.
you should
and-
be in front of me, and then Renew had a 13. He was behind me.
Well, the part of the problem here is he's ahead of you guys on all the initiative, but like you guys are taking all these actions before he can move, and it's making it really awkward. So, unfortunately, the initiative order is messed up because he's trying to like tell you where to go, but he's behind you. So,
Yeah.
So I've got a heckin' rope. I'm gonna kind of move to the front of the crowd here to the edge of the pit.
as you move to the front where Rainier is, yep. Oh, sorry, you're going there. You look up to into the darkness there, and you see that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There seems to be a torch. There's a couple torches that are near the top of the tunnel, and you can see that the torches are moving. It seems like someone's up there.
All right, we're gonna toss some rope up there.
Yeah.
And hopefully that illuminates it as well. I think that should have done that.
Does seem a little brighter right there, yeah.
Let's double check. If I go like this. Okay, it does brighten it up. Okay, cool. You see, you can make out at least 2 torches that are in there. There seems to be like little dancing lights that are up there. So you throw your rope towards the light, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to say that you throw that up there, and then we're going to move on. So you got about 50 foot of rope, right?
I don't know if it specified how much rope I have here.
It should be 50 feet of rope.
Hempen rope. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
50 feet.
Sure.
So you see that you don't have enough rope to throw it all the way up to the light, but you do see that Tzar is about halfway up the tunnel.
Okay, let's hit Tzar with it. Hey Tzar, grab this rope. Grab this rope and tie it to your rope.
What do you mean, my rope?
Don't we all have rope?
Do I have rope?
Yep.
I have rope.
You used rope. You used rope when you just climbed up that steep cliff last time and you failed. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Remember that survival check you did where you tried to tie yourself as climbing gear and it didn't work out so well?
Yeah, that was upsetting. All right, give me your rope.
All right, so Bigfoot, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
Nice.
Oh, did you whisper it? What was your number?
Oh, I was talking to myself. It was 20.
All right, we'll use that. Just remember, turn off, talk to yourself. You throw it there, and it sails up to Tzar, and Tzar catches it with. It seems like he's able to use both of his hands while he's walking. He doesn't even have to hold on with one of his hands. As he picks up what you're putting down and catches the rope, and now you have a 50-foot length of rope that is extending to Tzar. And are you planning on like letting go as he goes up it, or do you want him to try to pull you up?
I want him to tie his rope to my rope,
Mm-hmm.
and then go up to where the light's from.
Okay.
So that we can all climb the same rope.
Alrighty then. So is there anything else you'd like to do for your turn?
I just want to like give Mako a heads up on the plan. Like if we need extra rope, you can tie your rope to this part of the rope. Just so we got one rope, everyone can go up the rope. No one's getting left behind.
All right, so you pass it to the man with the fast hands with the rope, like relying on his rope skills.
Indeed.
Right.
It's Mako's turn. And then we're going to go to the Wererat after that since he should technically go.
Can we take a short rest, take a break right now?
Yeah. You have to take a break yourself? Okay.
Yeah, I just want to get a
Do
drink of water.
you want me to go do Rainier's turn since I think I skipped over him to get to you, so I don't know. My initiative was saying that.
Rainier was 13. He had a 13 originally. I don't know why he has 14 now.
Well, it's because the order got messed up and I missed it, so it doesn't matter. You can do that while you're getting a drink if you'd like.
Okay, sure.
Or do you guys want to all take a break for a sec? Maybe want to take a 5 or 10 minute break?
Sure.
Yeah, I could use a refill.
Okay, sure. We'll take a 10 minute break. How about that?
Forgive me. Can I get Hurk, help Hurk up?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to help get Hurk up off his feet.
So whenever somebody's down, I'm just going to kind of rule it that you can use your help action, or you can try to just freaking pick them up and carry them, you know? Or
I'm going to help action, help him back up.
okay.
It's like Baldur's Gate, you help him back up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, Hurk, you're back up.
He's not. Like, it won't work if he's downed. Obviously, you can't just freaking. It's not exactly.
I mean, he could try and set me back on my feet. I'll probably just fall over.
You're in rough shape, man. You're hearing voices. You're hearing Baldur's Gate 3 sound effects.
Okay, and then I'm going to end my turn after that.
Okay, so you don't do anything with the rope. You just help Hurk and pass your turn.
Yeah, I'm holding on to the rope right now. I basically am waiting.
So Bigfoot.
Well, actually,
hands you
wait,
the
could I
rope
do
and
like
then-
an object interaction? Actually, would that count or no?
Yeah. You can
Okay,
also do
so
sleight
I
of hand
guess-
cinematic skill checks. Always
All
include
right, I'm gonna
things
try to like start. I guess like tying people to like one after another, right? Like together to the rope, right? So that way we're all
Yeah,
kind of like
good.
tied together.
Roll
Is that
sleight of hand.
possible?
Yep. Go and roll sleight of hand to try to start tying. You're just gonna try to tie everyone together.
Yeah. So I know like I can't probably reach everyone, probably within my range. I don't know. Yeah, I could probably do Rainier and probably him with this, and Hurk with this.
Okay, so you help Hurk up, and then I think Rainier is
And I like tie the rope.
up
Yeah.
because he helped up Bigfoot earlier. Yep.
Yeah, so I go and tie them together so we're all like nice and tightened, right, getting ready to be pulled up.
All right, so you tie you together with Hurk with Bigfoot, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then go ahead and roll your sleight of hand for that with the plus the advantage, or not the advantage, but with the extra modifiers.
Yeah, the +2, yeah. So that would be 13.
You managed to tie all of you together with the rope. Are you trying to do anything after you tie them all together? You hastily tie all these
I'm gonna
rope together
quickly
very
position
quickly.
myself better and put myself kind of like out of the sight line of the beast over by the wall right here, and pass my turn.
Okay, so you managed to definitely get a rope around everybody else. You don't get a chance to double check the knots, but you're pretty good at tying knots, but you just kind of secure them and kind of hope for the best.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell everyone just in case. Just be sure to hold on to the rope. I trust my work. I trust my work, but just in case, people.
Also, did you set down your torch to do that? Because you can't really do that with your torch in your hand.
Sure, I'll drop my torch.
Okay. Okay, now your torch
Let me
is
put
on the
my torches
ground.
over here. Yep. There. That's where I was.
Okay, so he's like, ah, yes, very good. Follow me. I will show you the way. And so he backs up and he says, right ninjutsu, a step of the wind. And as he does that, there's a gust of air that envelops him, and he takes a 10-foot run forward, and then he leaps and wall runs along here. And as he gets to Tzar, he sees Tzar. He's like, oh, pardon me. And he like hops to the other side of the wall, runs, and then he uses his dash and his jump action and step of the wind, which doubles his jump distance to propel him over the pit. And then he only has 40 feet of movement, so that leaves him at 90 feet. As he gets to the very end, he reaches out he turns around in a somersault with his tail sticking out and uses it like a whip to extend another 10 feet as a green hand reaches out from behind the flame and grabs onto him and pulls him up the rest of the way.
Move that camera. I think. There.
And as you do that, you see there's silhouettes of these large creatures that seem to be behind him. You saw like kind of the green hand from out in the darkness, but it's very dim. It's hard to see from you guys' perception. Hurk definitely can't see what's going on. But Bigfoot and Mako managed to see everything that's happening. But you do hear him do the whole ninjutsu stuff, the spells, and then all of a sudden you feel a gust of wind hit you as he propels him, and you hear his little feet scampering along the walls as he passes by Tzar and does a double wall run and to get to the top there. And he's like, throw us a rope, we will pull you up. Now we're on to Tzar, right? Or I feel like the golem hasn't gone
Tzar.
yet. The golem hasn't gone since Tzar did his stuff, so he's definitely up. Like, all right, so it's out of the darkness now as it continues to move towards you guys and goes 10.
Move camera.
That's 10. Oh, thank you. As this big boy comes up, moves 10 feet, he comes up to this, and he's going to use a slam for an 18 to do 20 bludgeoning as it. He also does siege damage, so it's like 40 bludgeoning, which just demolishes this thing. And then that was what? That was an action plus 10 feet, so then he moves another for 20. And then he uses his dash action to come up right next to you guys, but can't do anything. And he's just now looming over you guys as he's chasing after you. Just you hear a large slam as the wood splinters everywhere. All of those tools go flying everywhere like shrapnel. You guys manage to, not get hit by any of the shrapnel, but it goes everywhere. It's a huge mess as he's lumbers towards you, and you can smell the ginger creeping up on you. The smell of gingerbread is strong in your nostrils. As we go back to Tzar, so Tzar, you see this large, intimidating thing. Did you just leave your the torch there?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Let me see if he
It's getting toasty.
I don't think it has dark vision, so I don't think it would try to snuff it out. So yeah. You guys can go ahead, Tzar. It's on your turn, man.
Okay.
It's like it smells like baked bread, baked gingerbread with that flame just kind of the flame is on him, but it's not hurting him. It's just nice and toasty. Smells like Christmas, whatever that is.
Okay, so I have the end of the rope, right?
Yeah, you have the rope that Bigfoot originally threw you, and now I believe is tied to everyone. Well, actually, is that what happened? You guys tied to him?
Tied everyone.
Everyone
Tzar
except
getting
Mako.
ready. Yeah.
Okay. So
You're
Tzar,
ready to
if
hold
you
up.
were to, you could try to pull all these guys, but you also do have your own rope.
So I want to tie my rope to this,
Okay.
right?
Give me a sleight of hand check.
There it is. Boink. All right.
You managed to quickly secure a knot, and it's not exactly a sailor's knot, but it's definitely a knot. It looks like
Not
it's
enough.
It doesn't look like you fail at securing the knot.
Okay. So do I have enough time to just like run it along?
You can
All the
use your
way up.
movement. I mean, you're but if you try to run the rope, you are going to start pulling all of the 3 people that are attached to it.
Well,
And
can't I just like
probably
let it
into a
glide
cliff.
through my hands? You know, get the end of the rope to this rat.
I mean, he extended the rope, right? So it's not going to pull us right away, right?
Yes, you can run along with the rope as you're letting it go loose. You can try that.
Yeah. So I'll
Like you're
I'll
giving
just
it
go up
slack?
the ramp.
Okay.
I would go, yeah, and
So
like
you
let the
tie it up
slack
there,
run
and
through
then
my
you let the
hands.
slack. Okay, cool. So the rope goes slackened as it drops into the. A little bit of it gets grease on it as you drop it, as it's partially covered in grease, but their part is not. As you begin to run up the ramp towards this dude. This
Okay.
rat dude.
So I move all the way up here to the top of the rat, and I'm like, "Hey, rat, here's the rest of the rope. Here's the end of it."
As you dash up the side of the wall there, you come up to see the Wererat is standing at the top of the ramp there. Behind him are several torches. You see there's actually 4 torches. And behind him, you see that there's actually 4 large turtles that seem to be in sort of like
Turtles?
a phalanx formation. 2 of them seem to be guarding them, and then the other ones, and the other 2 are positioned at the top. Looks like they're ready to pull. They also have rope in their hand, ready to use it. And it is right here that you see them.
They look good.
So as you
They look young.
they're like teenagers.
Okay.
They look like
Man, I
they're very
love the mix of
formidable.
franchises.
They don't just look like regular turtles. They look like they've gone through some sort of enhancements, like some sort of mutations.
Yeah.
You can almost say that
Look
like
like-
they're these teenage mutant ninja or monk turtles.
Yeah, no, they're not. They don't. There's no real ninjas in the
They're-
world.
they're dressed-
right?
they're dressed
They do,
like monks, yeah.
jujitsu.
Yeah, no, there's ninjas. There's ninjutsu, the rat ninjutsu you just saw. So yeah, it seems like there's a bunch of teenage mutant monk turtles that are at the top. And as you come up to them, just there seems to be in the with your dark vision, it's completely bright. I mean, like this plate's completely illuminated, and you can get a good look at these guys. It seems like there's one here that's wearing like a red kind of like bandana. There's a dude right here in orange. There's a guy in blue, and there's a guy in purple. The guy in the orange says, "Hey, what's up, little dude? Where'd you come from?"
Came from down there.
As you do that, you hop down, and there's a little bit of slick grease at the top as you kind of come to a sliding stop. And he's like, "Oh, nice, Cowabunga, dude." And you don't recognize this ninja language, this monk language, but it's possible he's speaking Aquan. You don't really understand.
You talk messed up, but I like it. It sounds good.
So he reaches over. He's like, "I can take that," and he reaches over for the rope, and he's like, "Just find something right over there, bro. We'll hang 10 here in a second." You don't.
Okay.
Again, it's turtle. It's Aquan speak. You have no idea what that means to hang 10, but it sounds something along the lines of like, that you should hang out next to him.
Sounds good to me.
You see them all starting to squat. So as you see that there's these 2 turtles, and they have their shells back to back, and they fill up the whole hallway in kind of like a phalanx formation, as they seem to be facing all the arrow slits behind them. They're actually more kind of like here. It's just really crowded. You know, they're like right there, but it's, whoop, that would be a lot to have all of them right there. So, all right. So you hand them the rope and they start securing it. And these guys are chunky. They look like they can hold a lot. They weigh a lot. Like they look like tanks, but they seem pretty nimble on their feet. So, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Maybe a little perception check or insight check kind of thing. And get like a.
What are you looking
I feel
for?
like they're good. I feel like they're good people.
Go in, roll
But,
for it, and then thank you, Ian. Either roll me for the insight, and then tell me what you're doing, or just if you're not sure, then you know, I don't know what to tell you if you're not. I don't know
That's
what
a
you're
good
looking for.
I'm okay. You know what? Fuck it.
What are you trying to?
I don't care.
Okay.
I was just trying to get some more information out about it, but you know, they seem good enough. They seem like good people.
All right, cool. Now I think Scott passed his turn to Bigfoot. Is that right? Is it working?
Yes, that's right. I pressed the button.
me.
Buddy.
Okay. I know my initiative order was jacked up, so I'm just making sure it's still.
Sorry. I think it was like other direction with the camera, actually. Like, I can't see the turtles on the. There you go. That's better.
Okay.
That's good.
Like
That's
that.
what we needed.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
All right. So, okay, so the rope is going all the way from Tzar to our side of the pit here.
Yes, he seems to have connected it, ran up there, and then handed it to these turtles who are now starting to secure it. And you can hear the rats starting to like, okay, it is secure.
Okay. So
Come at me, bro. Is that how you say it? The young teenagers these days with those phrases.
So us being all tied together, we kind of have to move in unison.
Yeah, we have to be kind of close together, I guess. Yeah. So
And, I mean,
What you could do is, if you want to try to move in unison with everybody, you can try to use the help action to help everybody else try to start climbing up there, and then they can join you once you start to move. If
That's
everybody
what we're
agrees
gonna
that they want to
do.
start trying to move, then we'll, you know, and it seems like they're in agreement. You have this giant golem right behind you, then sure.
Yeah, we need to get the fuck away from the golem. That pit is a concern, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all full of spikes and stuff.
Yeah.
Give me. Oh, I don't know if you'd be able to see the. He's like. You hear. Well, go ahead. You go first, then I'll give you a suggestion. if you can.
So I know there was a lot of stuff in that box that he just blew open. Is there anything useful that I could like put over the spikes to protect us?
There was just masonry tools, but as you start to look around in the tools, give me an investigation check.
oh wow.
Nice.
In the panic of everything, even without, but because the thing had blown those tools, and that is what prompted you to start looking around on the floor. On the floor, you see that there's actually a little switch thing that you can pull right over the opening of this thing, and it looks like it pulls a drop down, like a little mini drawbridge that is a small one, like maybe a kobold could cross, but it's like it goes right across here, and you can actually lay it down to cross the spikes.
Oh shit! Yeah, pull that.
All right, you pull the lever and it drops down like a little mini drawbridge. And if you're really careful, Bigfoot may be able to get across that, but it's gonna be tricky. Good thing you're going first, eh?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna prep the team. Say like, hey, we're going. Bridge is down. Let's do it. Let's dash across.
All right, so go ahead and give me either an athletics check or an acrobatics check to cross that.
Okay, let's.
So it's either you're gonna try to just sprint across like a madman, or you're gonna try to like tiptoe it across because your feet can barely fit on this thing. Like your feet are the size of this whole plank here.
Athletics. We're gonna do athletics.
Here we go. All right, so essentially there is a bridge. Now describe how you're trying to cross this thing.
It's how much? What? It's like 10 feet across.
Yep.
So it's like 2 big strides. I'm trying to get it across as swiftly as I can.
Is it 10? Right? And this giant golem's right behind you and it's coming up, boom, boom, boom. And you're like, ah, shit, you know, all right, okay, there's a lever. Okay, how the fuck? You just kind of start banging on it. The thing drops down. You're like, sweet, all right, I'm so smart. And then you, like, all I gotta do is jump across it. But then what you don't realize that, like, yeah, you're still like attached to everybody. So as you go to do your big bounds, you take a huge leap and it pulls you forward onto this thing. But you also yank everybody else along with you and they all get kind of pulled along. And they're all discombobulated and fucking this thing is crazy. All right, let's get him out of there. Hurk gets pulled forward as well. You manage to pull everybody forward a square there. But since you do that, then you lose your balance. And now you go ahead and give me a dex saving throw to see if you can hang on and not fall off of this thing. It's a very narrow. See if you can hang on this side. You should have advantage on your dex or proficiency in dex saving throws as well. Oh, okay. So now what happens is everybody else is kind of pulled along, jumped forward. It throws you off your balance as the rope goes taut, and you try to save yourself as you like go off the side, but you fall back down into the pit and roll me 1d4 damage of bludgeoning. And everybody else, give me God, Hurk's gonna have trouble with this. It's gonna be a strength save to see if you guys can keep yourselves from getting pulled into the pit since you're all attached to each other. But you know, Hurk's got like disadvantage on not saving throws, so I'll make it a. It's kind of like you're making a saving throw too, so I'll make it a strength saving throw on all you guys, and if 2 out of 3 of you guys manage to pass it, then then you don't get pulled down with him.
Nice.
Okay, Mako makes the save and manages to hold down onto the rope with his rope skills.
Come on, Hurk.
2 out of 3 is what we need.
I'm gonna roll manually.
You want me to do it real quick for you?
I mean, you can, or I can roll my dice here, but like
You rolled a 19.
Nice.
Hurk,
damn it.
'cause
also
I'm
buckle
-1
down.
Strength.
I was so
2 out of
excited
2 right there.
I was so excited for Spicy Boy to fucking use a real dice, man. But he got a 19, so.
And what would have been the tiebreaker? What would have been the tiebreaker is Rainier. He rolls a 7.
Well, what an asshole.
So Rainier gets yanked forward as well. I'm gonna say he gets knocked prone as he gets kind of the brunt of it, right? Because he starts to get pulled down into that. But then Mako is like the anchor man, and he holds it down, and then Hurk anchors down too with him. You guys are like the anchors as you manage to keep Rainier from also falling down in the pit and dragging you guys. But now Rainier is prone, Bigfoot is hanging off the edge, and with that, you can do whatever you want, Bigfoot.
So I'm like, how far across did I get? I got like.
Almost. You're right at the edge of the.
Can I grab the other end of the pit?
This is
like,
greasy.
Pull myself up.
Yeah, it's all greasy though. The only part that's not greasy is the bridge that you're standing on.
Yeah, you're on the bridge, man. You're not.
Can I
innocent.
grab the bridge or the rope and just kind of pull myself up?
Yeah. Yep. Give me an
let's hold
athletics
on to
check.
the rope. Let's hold on to the rope.
So you're gonna give me an athletics check to pull yourself back up, and if you get right here, you still have your movement. Like, I mean, it's gonna cost you half your movement just to kind of come back up like that. But I mean, you have like maybe 5 feet of what you want. 1, 2, that's 10 plus 15 is your half. 25 feet. So you have 5 feet of movement left. And but I mean, all you'd be able to do is like move 5 feet up the chute and probably slide back down. Unless you got some other ideas.
I mean, I feel like if you can do like a rope climb, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So like they're pulling from the one end and I'm climbing from the other end, and everyone's kind of coming together. It'll be a little faster.
Sure. Okay. So you yell out, "Little help here," and what do you yell out? I mean, to the guys, let them know you want them to pull you up, pull you up.
I mean, I'm just like gonna grab the rope and pull myself up.
Okay, so you're pulling as they're all anchoring down. So yeah, just go ahead and give me an athletics check to pull yourself back up. Oh my god, dude.
No.
Wow.
I know, dude.
Okay,
That's
so you still
crazy.
get a 7 because you got, there's no crit fails. So but it's not like something really bad happens. But unfortunately, you go to pull up there, and as you were like pulling on there, you like smacked up against the side there, and it slicks some of the grease onto there. And as you start pulling up, it's like a greased rope, and it's very slippery, and it's hard for you to do it. And so you just kind of like dangling on this rope now as it's spinning around in circles instead of like you holding onto the side of the bridge like you're originally doing. Now you tried pulling up, and you're just kind of spinning in circles there and free, not. So you're just like a piñata that's been spun around.
Sweet.
You're getting a little dizzy.
Yeah, I'm just kind of dangle there and be like, pull me up.
Okay, there you go.
How heavy is he?
He's very heavy. He's like 3 times as heavy. It's in your thing about your carrying capacity and your weight. I think you need 3 times as much food, but you weigh double, right? Isn't it something like that?
Something like that.
He weighs twice as the amount that a normal man does, at least. It's chunky.
I could pick up and carry 2 people. I carry 3 times the normal carrying capacity. Need twice as much food. Doesn't really say how much I weigh necessarily, but you can imagine that I'm a big boy.
Requires twice as much food. Yeah, you're like twice the weight of a normal person. You can carry 3 times the weight that somebody else would, but you double everything. So you count as 2 people when you're for like eating, and also for your weight, and also just for like yeah. When you're foraging for food, you have to eat twice as much as everybody else does. Treat him as something that's really heavy. But I mean, adventurers are strong. So like Hurk is strong. So just not
and
for
luckily
checks.
there's 4 turtles at the other end, right?
There appears to be something you look there and you can see the shadowy silhouettes of these creatures. You know that there's a rat up there, but you hear some guy saying Cowabunga, dude, but you're not sure what that's all about. You don't speak Aquan.
Yeah, well.
Is Cade still with us, by the way?
Yeah, I'm still here, man.
Oh, sorry, your thing was...
I'm just thinking.
Okay, I didn't even see because it was gray, so my brain registered it as...
Think about my next move.
Okay, is there anything else you want to do, Bigfoot?
I think I've failed enough for this turn.
That was rough. Also, you guys have slingshot initiative this whole time.
Oh, you mean like we can just go and pass to the next person?
As long as they're
Yeah, do you want to do that, Hurk? I could probably do something here.
Sure. Yeah, go
All
ahead.
right. I think I'm next in the initiative order after Hurk, if I imagine, or is it the...
Okay, use your slingshot to propel Mako forward. What do you say to him?
Well, I have to say something
So the way it works is normally you're the one that's doing the slingshot. You say, I'm going to slingshot you forward because of this reason.
Oh, I didn't think that was like an in-world mechanic. I thought that was like...
It's how it works in real life. You say, oh no, you go first. Go ahead. And then you let them go ahead of you and you just follow right behind them.
In that case, no, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to go. So everybody's like piled on. I'm at the back. There's a giant gingerbread golem here. We have a man swinging from a rope dangling in the pit. Did I miss anything here?
You got Rainier prone, you got Mako and you holding the line down. If you let go, you'll all go down because Bigfoot's down there. So you're in a bit of a pickle.
Yep.
You can, try to use your strength check to pull him up, but you got disadvantage on all your ability checks, plus you got the -1 on your strength.
Am I reading the map correctly that there's like a little walkway to my right around the right side?
So originally it was supposed to just kind of be just like this and not this stuff, but because there wasn't supposed to be like, for example, it was supposed to just like this and this were supposed to be off limits, and it was supposed to just be halfway up the pit, but I think I'm going to keep it that way because of the whole contraption. Like otherwise you guys would just walk around here. So like even though it visually looks like this, it shouldn't be like that. It should be like there we go.
All right, I'm just gonna.
So that's what you see is essentially it's like there's this walkway here like this, and then this whole area is like, oh, you guys can't see me, can you? Okay, so this is the walkway right here. It's 5 feet across. This is all a wall.
When you say I'm holding the line, am I using my hands or is it tied around me still?
It's tied around you.
Okay. All right.
You're just bracing yourself.
I'm gonna shut the Mako. I'm gonna say like, Mako, hurry up and do something. I'll try and hold this guy off, and I'm gonna whip
You
around.
could use the help action.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna shank the golem with this the spike.
Okay.
Candy cane spike.
Make an attack roll with that spear, one-handed spear, if you added that to your
Please.
inventory. But I did. Oh, is it messed up?
Attack roll for me. I cannot interact with Roll20. It's just completely frozen for me.
Oh, I got you. All right, I have an armory that I made for this occasion. The token that has all the weapons, common weapons in the game. All right, so one-handed spear. Roll the dice. 1d6, and then it's gonna be a plus 1d4 for poison.
For the attack roll, though, right?
Yeah, I have
That's
plus
right.
4 to hit,
Okay,
and that's including the subtracted strength.
let's do that after I do the roll for damage, since I just had it pulled up anyways, and then I'll roll 1d20, and then -1, right, for the. It's a 9 -1 for 8. 8 to hit. Okay. So you go, and you so
No,
you,
no,
what
no,
it's-
no. That's plus 4 to that. That's a
Oh,
13
plus
to
4,
hit.
but then -1, right?
Well, it's plus 5 minus 1, so that'd be a 13.
Oh, okay. So it's normally plus 5, and then it's plus 4 because you got the -1. So it's a
Is there?
13.
Mm-hmm.
That so you go to stab at this thing in the shin on its little frosted foot there, and as you dig in there, you make a fine thrust, but does not pierce the hide of this gingerbread thing as it looks down as you go, whoa. And it just kind of like
The noise you went with.
it goes, don't, that hurt, and it's like, don't hit my buttons, not my gumdrop buttons. It seems to be like cupping its buttons in its chest. Not my gumdrop in reaction.
No, I feel bad. He has the brain of a toddler.
He's just like Mako.
Is there anything else that you'd like to do after
No,
your
I'm just kidding.
attack?
I think that's all I can do.
Okay. All right, and then I guess we'll go to
Me.
Mako.
Yeah, it's time. You're
Where
ready
do
for this,
you-
David?
Okay, I slingshot. There you go. Okay, go ahead. Yep.
All right. Well, it's time to do it. I don't want to do it, but I gotta do
no.
it.
Oh no.
I'm not sure you should do it
Oh
here.
yes, Scott. Yeah, I think I need to do it. Yeah.
He's not serious, right?
No,
What are you gonna do, Kate? I'm
technically
curious.
survive one more thunder wave, I suppose.
Swords of Revealing Light.
A magic card. Swords of Revealing Light! It stops all monsters on the field for 3 turns. How desperate.
Okay, so in this situation, you
risk
appeal
it.
to the voice of the Pharaoh of the sea.
Yeah. I'm like very desperate right now. We're about to get rammed by this thing, and there definitely isn't enough time.
Mako. Mako, are you there?
Yes, Nami, we're in a big pickle here. We're about to there's a big gingerbread man and a pit, and like we're about to die. We need your
I
assistance.
know. I can see it all happening before my eyes. Would you like to cast Thunderwave, perhaps?
No?
Oh, okay. You did that last time. I'm just clarifying. Oh, you'd like to use one of my abilities. Just so you know, this will take a lot out of both of us if I am to do this. Are you sure you want to use this?
For my friends, I would do anything.
That is noble of you, Mako. Very well. Prepare yourself. And so, as Mako does that, he his dice begin to glow, and you hear this sound. And suddenly, Mako is enshrouded, and there's like an aura that envelops him, and there seems to be some like a third eye that appears above his forehead as he starts to levitate off the ground a little bit, and he casts this spell from Nami's repertoire. As he does that, these giant energy swords pierce from the skies. And where are you exactly you're casting this? Because you cast 2 of them, and it's like a line.
So if I put on that guy, it can't attack for 3 turns, right?
Everything that's caught within the spell can't move for 3 turns unless it makes a charisma saving throw to move. And then everything inside of it cannot attack, and it cannot be attacked. There's no attacking. All damage is negated. And you take 2 levels of exhaustion as you cast the spell.
It can't take damage though within it, so
nothing within Swords of the Revealing Light can be attacked, so all damage is nullified. But you can still do things like you can still use objects and stuff like that. But if you try to
can I make it like horizontal so that way it hits me and Hurk, so that way me and him become like a wall, like a wall of people?
Yeah, they can be close together. They just have to be within 20 feet of each other. So you want to ping where you want to do? Is it like this and this?
Yeah, something like that. So that way, like, me and Hurk are like blocking this golem essentially.
Okay, so this will protect everything that's in this area and all the adjacent squares. And all darkness magical, even if it's magical, is dispelled. And all invisible enemies become visible. You know, even characters that don't have, like Bigfoot, who can't see in the dark, you know, this area is illuminated. So Renair would have to make a saving throw to move. You would have to make a saving throw to move. But you can still do stuff. You can still use items. You can still cast spells. But the lights are mesmerizing. So it's like there's like a trance you have to snap out of in order to like really like move away from them and try to like, if you want to try to like move away from the swords like this way, you have to like make the charisma saving throw to like get away from them because they're so like mesmerizing.
But if we're getting pulled by other creatures, we can be pulled according to this, so we should be okay. All right.
No, nothing can be attacked within its range.
No, what I mean is like we can be pulled. It says we can be moved by other players when it looks at things.
Yeah, okay, so like cool. If Bigfoot grabbed Renair and he could just pull him up out of the range
and we're all roped together, so technically he could pull all of us. That's my plan.
Yeah, if you can find a way to move up there, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Giving you time, man.
Okay, 3 turns should do it.
Yeah, hopefully. This is a long ass time.
Yeah, 3 turns, bro, is a long ass time, and I'm taking quite the penalty. 2 points of exhaustion.
So you actually hear when he does that, you hear the sound of Nami as he takes control of it, and Mako floats up into the air, and this mesmerizing glow fills you. And you guys are all pulled, like you're magically kind of pulled to look towards these lights, and like you're entranced by them. And you think in your head, like, I can't attack. Like if I tried to, it wouldn't work. And it's like you're almost like you're being charmed by it. But you also look and see that he's glowing and floating in this crazy silhouette that you guys kind of see on the right there, just like in the show. And the show everybody watches, right?
Yeah,
and,
man.
And you hear him say, "I cast the Swords of Revealing Light." And it doesn't sound like Mako's voice that says it, as it kind of enraptures you all. Is there anything else you want to do, Mako?
I passed my turn.
Okay. Who's up next, Rainier? Okay. So Rainier is going to make a charisma saving throw to try to move up out of there as he tries to yell out. So he yells out, "We're just about ready. Just give us a tick." He's yelling that up to these guys up here that, don't pull it just yet. Well, first of all, he can use actions that are not aggressive. So he uses the help action to try to help Bigfoot up. I'm going to make it an actual strength check, though, to see if he can do that, because he's got to pull him up. So do an athletics. And he rolls a 9. So he tries to pull him up, but he just can't. He's just so heavy. It's like, God, you're one big beast, aren't you? You're a big boy, aren't you? and technically, he's got actually one. I forgot. He's got 1 level of exhaustion himself, so he would do that roll again with the disadvantage. So he rolls an 8 with that one, so it's even worse. And so he can't really do that. He's trying to use his action to pull you up, but it's just too big. But he does use the help action. So by him pulling, next turn, if you try to pull up, you'll get advantage because he's using the help action, but he couldn't actually pull you up, okay? But he does manage to communicate to those guys, and he's like, on my signal, I'll light a torch or something, and then to let you know when it's go time to pull. And he uses object interaction to bring out a torch, and he's ready to light it. He doesn't ready in action, but you know what I'm saying. Like he'll light it when it's appropriate. So, all right. So then we pass turn to the Wererat, and he's like, "Oh, okay. Well, this is awkward. What's with those floating lights?" And he's like, just kind of like turns to Tzar, and he's like, "Do you know what that is all about?"
The fish did a thing again.
So he does that sometimes. I know a bit of sorcery. I know a bit of monk sorcery myself, but I've never seen a spell like that. That looks like it could even destroy my darkness when I cast it. And so he's like, "All right, boys, on our signal, we will pull them up. Everyone get in position, get ready." And he's like, he's like, "Little Kobold, you have the good eyes. You let us know when it is time." Sure. So Tzar, with your darkness, you can see it's 100 feet, but it's dim past that. You can see what's going on. And I think we got a torch that's lit right here, so you can see their silhouettes and stuff pretty easily. You can see what's going on. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of chilling. I'm hanging out.
Do you want to ready in action?
Ooh, what does that mean?
So in D&D, you can say a certain condition will happen, and when that happens, I'm going to use my action to react to it. Now, technically, it also uses your reaction, which a lot of people miss, is that, so like, you can't opportunity attack somebody if they like run away from you, and if you have other kind of reactions, you can't use them. But it's kind of like you ready in action, and then you react to the situation. So you say, okay, when these guys come around, like I have my slingshot pulled, and as soon as these guys come around the corner, I'm going to attack them with an attack roll. So that when that actually does happen, you can use your reaction to shoot them as you're ready to action. So you could say something like, I want to try to pull these guys up when I see the signal, when they signal that they're ready. And then even if it's not your turn, when it's actually the time for you to do it, you use your reaction to pull, and then essentially whatever you would have done this turn, it delays it so that it's the trigger. But you don't have to do the trigger. So if something changes and they all trigger a giant bomb and explode and die, I mean, you don't have to pull unless you really want to. So.
Okay.
That's just an example.
I mean, if they all die, I'll still pull. I'll grab their loot. What's up?
But if it has to be what you specify. So if it's too far outside what you initially say, it's going to be like, you can't technically do the reaction.
When I see the signal, I'm a pull.
Okay. Sounds good. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn? Okay.
No, I'm just chilling.
Yeah, we can go back if you want. No, you're good?
No, I'm good.
Okay, Bigfoot. All right, Bigfoot. You have advantage if you try to pull yourself up because he's trying to help you, but you can do whatever you want.
I want to pull myself up to the bridge this time.
Okay. So this is going to be a skill check that is sort of related to movement, but you're not moving away from the Swords of Revealing Light. So I'm not saying you don't have to make a charisma saving throw just to pull yourself up. It's not like you're moving away from the light.
I just want to be above the pit.
So you can roll with advantage for athletics to pull yourself up.
I got it. Nice.
As you fall into the pits. No. All right, sweet, man. So, so you manage to easily pull yourself back up. Now that you collect yourself, you stop. So Rainier manages to at least stop you from spinning, and your head spins a little bit. Then you shake your head, and you're like, I'm a fucking barbarian. I can do this. And you manage to easily pull yourself up as everyone else is pulling on this rope, and you spring back up into action.
All right. So Rainier is up as well, or is he dangling yet?
Oh wait, no, he did his turn. He probably stood up during his turn, right? Anyway. So he'd be standing. Yeah, I don't think he would have stayed down as he got the torch ready. He looks like he's ready to light the torch and stuff like that when it's the all clear signal.
All right, so everybody's up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give a signal to Tzar. I'm gonna wave. I'm gonna say pull.
I say pull.
Okay, and with your ready to action, everyone begins to pull. I want to make a group check here. So you're going to be pulling 1, 2, 3, all 4 of you, right?
Yes.
You guys all ready to
Also
be
the
pulling?
Ninja Turtles, right? They're
Yeah,
gonna
so
be-
it's basically, Tzar, you going to help with the pull here?
I'll throw my little body into it.
Okay, with that, it's not fucking Master Splinter. The fucking rats, okay, this nameless rats that you don't know the name of, he casts guidance. And he, if he see, how about this? If he sees somebody struggling, he's gonna cast guidance as his ready to action. So if he sees somebody do a bad roll, he's gonna try, it's almost gonna kind of work like lucky.
What are we
All right, so
rolling?
we're gonna roll a strength check. I'm just gonna move
So
you.
everybody rolls a strength check.
I'm just gonna move Tzar to the side for a second so I can just roll everybody. No, you guys are gonna let them pull you. Shit. Tzar, what'd you roll? 6?
Yeah, unless I didn't, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, add a 1d4 to that. Go ahead and roll a 1d4.
Throw a D4 into that son of a bitch. Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, this guy critted. Did you guys see? Can you see that? You can see that one, right?
Yeah, we can see. Yeah.
I don't know what's
Warhol.
yeah. And then we're gonna do check.
I see a pattern already.
And so you hear as the rat yells out to everyone, he gives a, "Come on, my sons, you can do this! Whoa, pull, my son!" And then there's Dolly over here. He's like, "Dolly, you have this! Come on, you're the purple one. You're like royalty to me." And then then this other guy does it. He rolls a 19. He says, "Yes, Picasso, you are the leader. You need to show them the true strength." And he's like, "Okay, Nico, don't fuck this one up, all right? You got this. You got this, buddy. I believe in you." And Nico rolls a 13. And with that, they start to pull. And as they do that, you guys feel a giant tug. You guys all let them pull you, right? No resistance on the grappling check?
Yep.
Okay, so what we're gonna do right now is they're gonna start to pull you guys up, and they're gonna start pulling and pulling. And as they do that, you guys are like basically sliding your feet, planting your feet down, and letting them pull you up like up a slide, right? So as they do that, you guys start to get pulled up, and they start to pull you guys up. Okay, and they're about right there, and they're gonna have to do a tug each time, like pull. And then when it's your turn, you guys are going to roll for your athletics to see if you can match them to make it up the ramp. Meanwhile, we go back to this dude. So far, you guys have not had to do a charisma throw, and now you guys are all out of the range of Swords of Revealing Light because you got pulled out of it.
Yeah, now he's trapped with it.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, that worked out pretty well. Good job,
Yep, that's my
Mako.
plan.
As Mako gets a point of inspiration for that clever maneuver that gets you guys out of there, he's feeling inspired, like he's feeling tired. but inspired.
Yeah.
There we go.
I love that.
And then, you feel a little drained by that, though. You lose a little bit of your stamina. And then the golem tries to do a charisma saving throw to move, or a charisma. Yeah, it's a charisma save. Oh, that's just a charisma check. I need a save on him. Where's the save? I don't know. Give him a save. Oh yeah. Okay, there we go. Let me make the save here. It just makes sense to actually do the save. That was a 14.
Oh, fuck.
And what was the DC on that?
12. He moves.
Okay, so he manages to break free from that as he steps forward and moves 10 feet. And then he looks at you guys up there, and I'm gonna make an intelligence check. See if he can figure out what to do here. Rolls a 7. Decides that he's like, yeah, I can reach. And so he begins to lunge forward as he starts to fall forward and make a dex save real quick. He makes a 6 and fails. So as he tries to lunge forward to reach after you guys to grab onto the other side. He wouldn't even be able to pull himself up with the grease, but he doesn't know that. And as he does that, his hand slipped on the edge of the grease and he falls into the pit. And is now at the bottom of the pit, which is also, by the way, within range of Swords of the Revealing Light. So he would not be able to move within that first square because he's so freaking big. I'll make him smaller. But he's just a little guy now. Look at him. That's right. Okay. He's taken up the entire pit though, and he's within the range. So he would have to make another save on that. And with that, he no, you know what? He couldn't even stand up because he only has 20 feet of movement speed. So he wasn't have enough ready to do that. And with that, I'm gonna need you guys to all just go ahead and give me a athletics check. All three of you guys, and I'll have Renair roll it too, and we'll see what happens. Hurk, you're gonna get a -1 on this, I think.
It's also a disadvantage.
Nice.
Yeah, because you get disadvantaged on all skill checks. Did you roll it that way?
I can't roll it.
Oh, okay. You want me to roll it? Okay.
Yeah.
Do that. Athletics. Oh, second one was a 7. All right. So what do we got for everybody? We got a 20 from Ian. Nice. He's one of the most important ones because he's in the front. And then you got Rainier gets a 20. Mako gets a. You rolling with disadvantage, Mako? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm
2 levels of exhaustion.
now, yeah.
I forgot about that. So essentially, what you have is you have a 6, a 7, and a 20 and a 20. So half of the group manages to start pulling your weight, and you guys just barely make it to the top, and you guys start to reach out your hands as you guys are just getting pulled along at the back here, and you're just able to reach out your hands as some of these turtles start to. They pull up Bigfoot, then they pull up Rainier. It's getting crowded there. The other two can't help because they're making a phalanx right now, and so now Splinter. Is Shapeshifter give him that? Polymorph into rat, a giant. Okay, so Master Splinter as the Wererat polymorphs into a giant rat, and with that he says, "Rebel to my tail!" And then he just does a tail whip that wraps around you guys, and he's gonna do a strength check to pull you guys up there. Athletics. How many crit fails? So he goes to he's still a 5. He goes to pull you guys. But he just manages to get his tail around you. It can't quite pull you up there. You guys are starting to slide. There's grease everywhere, and you guys are just, you're so close. You're so close, but it's like you guys are starting to slip around and stuff. You might want to try to get up there in case you definitely don't want to fall back down into that pit there with the golem. So, all right. So that ends his turn, and then so he's a giant rat right now, and then we're gonna go to Tzar. Got anything, Tzar? You see these guys, they're starting to slip and slide. Mako's completely exhausted. Hurk is also looking like the fever is starting to catch up to him. It's dark in there. His dark vision isn't working well. It seems like they're both having a really rough time for some reason. You know kind of why Mako is. You're not sure why Hurk is struggling so much.
Can I sneak in there and use mold earth to kind of give them traction?
Yes, you can. How would you like? Would you like to use the dirt? Would you like to start forming dirt into some sort of ramp or something behind
dirt
them?
And dust and all that and all that stuff all over the place and just
Mako, Tzar manages to scrounge up all the dirt and grime that's in this area, and there's quite a lot of it because it's built up and detritus everywhere. Manages to reform that into a mound, and that mound forms behind them as a platform. It doesn't, so it changes the terrain a little bit so that it's not so greasy anymore. It's there's mounds that kind of, I think if it was touching the grease, it would slide. But maybe let's say these mounds kind of jut out from the walls that can kind of be sprung off of. Something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So now there's these mounds of dirt that are blocking you guys like little bumpers, keeping you from sliding back down. As you slip and slide, you're able to press your backs up against this mound of earth that's behind you, and it keeps you from sliding down, but you're not up yet. Anything else, Sar?
Beautiful. I say, you go, guys.
All right. Bigfoot, what you got, buddy?
All right. So how far down the slope are they there?
They are almost to the top. They're about, since it's not to scale, this is 100 feet. So this would be so if this would be 50, right, from here to here, let's say that's 50, then they must be about 40 feet away.
Okay, so too far
30,
to reach.
about 30,
grab
let's
them.
say 35, yeah. 35 feet away. Just outside of movement range, probably.
They're
Let's use
still
the dash
attached to the
action.
rope.
They're still attached to the rope.
Okay.
Everybody's been pulling on this rope. Heave, ho, and they just start. You guys pulled up. They managed to pull you up. There's only 2 of them, but they are not at the top yet. They're still like 35 feet away, and they're slipping and sliding, but they're up against these mounds now,
Okay.
and they're still attached. They're no longer sliding,
So
slipping and
I'm,
sliding all over the place.
I'm gonna like shout down to them and be like, count on 3. I'm gonna pull you like push off from the mound.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have them jump on 3. I'm
You're
gonna pull.
Ready in action,
I'm a-
essentially?
I'm a big strong boy. I can carry 2 people.
Okay. Do you want their assistance so that you wait for their turn and then you guys all go together, or are you just going to try to pull them up?
Yeah, assistance. Like I want them to jump off when I pull.
Okay, so you yell out that and you ready in action to as soon as they go on to 3. As soon as you finish counting to 3 on their turn, then you guys are all going to jump together, right?
Yes.
Okay. The golem tries to. I don't know why it's back to the golem. Oh yeah, because we went around the horn. You know what? The turtles and stuff can do stuff, but they're not in the initiative order right now. I'll just say that they all grab onto the rope and they're ready to pull too. They say, "Sounds good, let's do it." And Warhol's like, "Yeah, I got this. Let's go, baby. Woo! Let's haul them in. That's why they call me War. Yeah, yeah. Because I always we're going to war. I'm ready to haul. Let's haul them, boys." And then the ginger golem flails, and back to you guys.
Yes.
It's been 2 or 3 turns with
Two turns now.
Okay, all right. Can't move because swords are revealing light.
So we're on.
It's trying to
Hurk.
thrash around, but it's not doing any damage. Like as it tries to thrash against the walls and stuff, it's like as if they're padded walls. For some reason, there's some force preventing it from landing.
Yeah, Hurk's gonna jump when. Are we doing like a countdown? Is that how you want to sync this up?
Bigfoot's like 1, 2, and then when you hear him say 3,
Okay,
you
I'm
can
gonna
join him
jump
if you
on
want.
3.
Okay,
Yeah.
give me an athletics check with advantage.
All right, go ahead and roll that for me.
Oh yeah, sorry, I can't do that. All right, so it's with advantage, or it cancels out because you have disadvantage. Or no, you don't have disadvantage.
I do have disadvantage.
Yeah.
we're in.
Okay. So it cancels out, and we're gonna just do a straight roll with a -1, I think. So athletics. Oh, and you roll a 20, so 19.
Nice.
So with that, you start to pull, and then Mako, go ahead and give me a. Are you gonna join in?
Yeah, I'm joining in on this. I'm gonna jump.
Go ahead and give me a
Mako's gonna use
roll
his last bit of
with
energy.
disadvantage, or no, with regular straight roll, no
Okay,
disadvantage.
just a straight normal roll.
Yeah, good
okay.
teamwork, guys. Yeah, that's actually gonna really help you guys not fall here, because you guys both have disadvantage from the exhaustion and the conditions.
8.
8. Okay, so do you want to use inspiration on that?
Man, I probably should. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay. I think Hurk's just reconnected.
11.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Okay.
So as you do that, you both manage to jump at the same time, pushing off as a team effort. You guys push off of the mounds that Tzar created with Bigfoot's timing, pulling you guys with all the turtles perfectly in sync. You guys are totally exhausted, but through the perfect synchronization, they managed to pull you guys up. And as you do that, you now have to face down the arrows. These dudes here, like Picasso and Dali and all these guys, they turn to you and they're like, first of all, the guy's like, "Hey, it's a Picasso. Follow me. We're going to get you out of here, my friends. We're forming this turtle shell phalanx. It's very good." And as he does that, he turns and they turn their back this way.
You know Picasso's
And
not
Dali-
Italian, right?
And Dolly's like, yeah, you know, it doesn't matter. But in this world, there's no Italian. There's just Amnian. So they seem to all have an Amnian
Okay.
accent. Well, it makes
All
sense
right.
if they're all from the same area to speak the same language, right? So, and then Dolly is like, "Of course, as my name is Adali, I will also help you, brother. Let's go." And they go like this, huh, 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 and they start to move in a phalanx formation. So do these guys, huh, 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 huh. And you guys manage to follow them. And as they do that, they start to shoot all these arrows at them. As you can feel the little kobolds start to go. And you guys travel together, one single file at a time. As they start to escort you, they go 2 by 2, and then you guys all manage to get out of there. And as they do that, they start to shoot these arrows, and following behind you is the rat, and he is following behind you guys, and he's unfortunately not able to join the phalanx, But as they shoot the arrows at him, he seems to pluck them out of the air and deflect the missiles as he managed to snag some of these. Like, oh, thank you. It can never have enough ammunition. You little kobold bastards. And then so you guys all managed to get out of there as these monks escort you out, and you're now free of Kevan's kobolds. Congratulations!
All right, that's a good way to end it. All right, yay! Did it. Teamwork. That was rough. That was very rough.
And just like that, you have managed to survive one of the craziest dungeons that you can possibly encounter as a level 2 adventurers. That's enough of that.
So we're like level 5 now then? Is that
You guys are like level 7 or something after going through that. Yeah. So yeah, that was good teamwork at the end there, guys. I think actually I was just gonna kind of do it more of a cinematic thing just to get you guys out of there, but I think that was actually good teamwork that you guys all used. So I'm kind of proud of you guys for using all your abilities in tandem when the dice didn't roll your way.
Heck yeah.
Nothing like a little mold earth to save the day.
Yeah, and a little bit of everybody using their stuff, man.
Everyone helped out. Yeah, not one.
lovely. Tzar
Yeah,
thinks he saved
everyone-
Hey, we got Al that just joined the chat.
all of this.
Al, did you see? We got a fan, guys, who is watching. Alex just joined the chat. He says, "Yo,
yeah.
wanted to say hi. Not staying long. Just moved into a new house and killing some time before bed." Yeah, man. Well, shit. We're gonna have this stream up. You can watch. Al, these guys just escaped this crazy area they were never supposed to be. Yeah. Woo! They didn't die. Now you guys can continue on with the quest. Where next week you guys can try to see if you can make it through the sewers to get to the Xanathar hideout.
Okay, but this guy does have like a place where we can take a rest, right?
He just might. Did you want to? I mean, I know it's late. I didn't.
Yeah, I gotta get going here.
So, yeah.
Nah,
It's almost
Yeah,
late.
we're gonna.
I'm really
So
sorry.
you guys can figure that out next time. But essentially, you guys can figure out what these teenage mutant monk Tortles and their master monk giant wererat mutated wererat master. You can ask them about that later on the next episode of Dragon Heist.
Nice. Beautiful.
All right, I'm cutting the stream there. Thanks for joining in, everybody on the. Thank you, the Scottcast, for joining into the chat. We appreciate you. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, it's cool that we got
bye,
people tuning in.
guys. You guys all have a great night. That was a good game.
Yeah, it was a good game. It's interesting. All right, I'm gonna cut the stream.
Catch
and-
ya Thursday. Next Thursday.
Sounds
Right.
good.
Tzar, the kobold, with brains and looks to kill, but he can't seem to catch a break, a struggle uphill. He rolls the dice, takes a chance, waiting for his day, hoping luck will come around and finally pave his way. Tzar,